But how can I say no to Baron? Simply seeing Baron's name fills me with joy and makes me think of Slay the Spire. So we will go with Defect, but I'm not making any promises about that Claw deck. What does Niao want us to do? Well, because we actually got past Act 1, we're offered 4 options. The boss swap is something I love on the Defect. He can always put extra energy to use. The Cracked Core is particularly good in Act 1, but it really falls off for the rest of the run, so it's something you're quite happy to see gone by the time you're in Act 2. Remove 2 for all of my gold. Getting rid of 2 strikes is actually quite good, but a 99 gold cost, that's a bit of a burden. 3 potions can be very nice. Even though you can only carry 2, it does mean that you can fish for 2 good ones. Although you might get offered 3 smoke bombs, who knows. At best, we can take on 3 elites, but the path to do so is actually rather tantalizing. Just take all the battles, upgrade, elite, upgrade. We get the relic before the spice elite, that's very good. And what's also really good is that we can chicken out if we don't think we can handle the elite. So if we take the elite, yay, this route. If we don't take the elite, also yay, upgrade and shop. Shop when we need it. Actually, even if I'm doing really well here, I might prefer this route for the upgrade and the shop over taking on the elite. So it's a very promising path, that. Yes, I like that a lot. None of this early forced elite nonsense that we've been seeing a lot of lately, I might add. Just giving it a second thought for perhaps better upgrade routing. But nothing cries out to me. Everybody should bet on win and get some of my points, boasts Baron. How could you disbelieve Baron? He's a seasoned veteran at slaying the Spire. You know, they're all quite good options. Getting the early upgrade on Zap or Dual Cast is almost like having extra energy, but I really think it's the boss swap or the remove too. I think we're going to go with boss swap. As long as we don't get Busted Crown or Ectoplasm or maybe Cursed Key, we should be alright here. It's the Slaver's Collar. That's not great, but that's okay. It makes us actually worse in these fights, but that's all the more reason to take the fights so that we can get stronger with good cards. So the Slaver's Collar, you have the ability to check this on your own. If you hover over this Slaver's Collar on your own monitor, assuming you are actually using some kind of computer here, the Twitch overlay should show you what it does, but it gives us extra energy during bosses and elite combats. Very well. So yeah, that means no extra energy and no initial orb for these hallway fights, so it's a funny bit of front-loading the challenge. Let's hope it doesn't work against us, but it could. I will take the 1 damage in the spirit of getting this fight dealt with, because things can get out of hand a little too easily. There we go. I think it was good for me to take that damage overall. We get money, we get a potion, and we get options. None of these are damage cards, which is concerning. You always want damage on the early floors here. Hologram could be good, but currently we have nothing worth fetching. Self-repair can also be very good. Cool-headed. They're good cards, sure, but they're not what we're looking for currently. All things considered, I'll probably take that self-repair just so I can lock in a way to self-heal. We might never see another one. And we might get something like Coffee Dripper as our Act 1 reward. So just for these what-ifs, I'll take it. Normally I don't like taking cards based on what-ifs, but all of these cards are what-ifs. So I'll go with the one that opens up more opportunities. Neither of these, for example, would make me make a judgment call on the Bosch relic, but this would. Enabling taking Coffee Dripper is actually very important. Yeah, for now it's self-repair. Let's just hope we... see, now this is one of the problems with self-repair. It does... It's pretty much a curse, right? Playing this does nothing. Does not advance the fight. It might actually get me into situations where I end up injured. But not that we had much to do this turn anyway. I'm not wasting a skill potion. But yeah, becoming weakened and frail, not good. Because then they come in with this, and my options for dealing with them are few and very, very far between. Self-repair is only going to undo this damage, and there may well be more damage coming my way. Not enough to drink the skill potion, but it's certainly food for thought. Also, we've already seen Dual Cast. Hopefully we see it again really soon, like now, for example. There we go. Zap Dual Cast is the reason that Defect can handle Act 1, because his strikes are miserably bad. I think he's got the worst strikes in the game. Okay, all strikes are the same, but you have to consider the context here. This doesn't synergize with anything that he does. Ironclad, on the other hand, can apply vulnerability with Bash. The Watcher can double the output of strikes by going into Wrath mode. And the Silent pretty much has no other option than the strikes, so they're proportionally very good. That means strikes on the Defect are so bad most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. Speaking of no good damage options, that's again what we're offered here. Sweeping Beam is an area of effect strike that draws. I really don't like the card, but I have little choice but to choke on it right now, because it's the only thing that actually does damage in my options here. Could take the event, but we really need better cards, so I'm taking all of the fights. Especially since I have self-repair, because that means if the fight goes well, and why would it not? Well, how about situations like this for why it would not? Blech. I'm going to strike you because you buff up. Could have done plated armor to save myself that 4 damage. Thinking about it might have been worth it. I am already thinking it would have been worth it. I'm tempted to use it even now, actually. No, I'm not, because I can simply kill you and block that. And I'll take 1 more. Get the self-repair down. It'll still be a win overall. Bang, bang. I shot you down. I can't help but feel I could have done that better, but it probably would have involved using the Essence of Steel. Time will tell if that's a good decision or not. It's chance-based whether or not you get a potion. And the system for it is really very simple and really very effective. Get potion, less likely to get more potion. Don't get potion, more likely to get potion. Right. Once again, our options are not very good. These are not high damage options. There's no Streamline, there's no Sunder, there's no... Not Claw, what's the other one? Scrape. You know, not good options is what I'm getting at. I might go with a Beam Cell simply for the vulnerability. Still a terrible option though. What about the Cold Snap? 6 damage, 1 Frost? Don't have Orb Creation. Cold Snap is one of the cards that I'm quite happy to lose later on in the run though. Beam Cell less so. I think I'll take the Beam Cell, but I'm very unhappy with my card rewards so far. Oh god, I'm about to be a lot less happy. I think I've seen this seed before. Holy crap. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is bad. Our first hard... No, this is actually the second hard pull fight, isn't it? Still though, fighting these guys with no good damage options is miserable. Sneaky Gremlin will attack me for 10 every turn. Mad Gremlin will attack me for 5 every turn, but grow every time he takes damage. Shield Gremlin's going to just randomly shield him up, and on turn 3, Gremlin Wizard's going to smack me for 30, and as you see, we don't do damage this turn. Bloody hell, this is bad. Is this Essence of Steel bad? Yeah, probably. I need to get something going, and so I need to play the Zap, or else Dual Cast won't come in and save my bacon. So it's Skill Potion or Essence of Steel. Of the two, I'll take the Essence of Steel. I'll take 1 here. Okay, I don't mind you hitting the Mad Gremlin, because it actually protects me from making him mad. Sweeping Beam comes in at a very ideal moment. Let's use it right now. Look at that, he doesn't get angrier. Dual Cast, where are you going? Please don't hit the angry-looking gremlin guy. Okay. That's still very acceptable, but the Gremlin Wizard must die. So I was talking about self-repair being a curse. I only draw 2 additional cards to this. If I get Dual Cast Defend, I'm just roasted. Even if I strike you, I need 3 more strikes to kill you, and I'm not getting 3 strikes. But the Beam Cell could hate me there. I'd need Beam Cell with 2 strikes to take you down. I'd still be taking a bunch off of you. Basically, it's all bad. Plus the Shield Gremlin could get you. It's all terrible. What does a man do in this situation? Well, he cries. I'm gonna kill the Shield Gremlin so that there's no chance of you getting a shield, and I'm gonna pray for 2 strikes to go with my Beam Cell. Because here comes the big hit, and that's not 2 strikes. It's exactly the problem I was talking about. I need to use my skill potion here. It better be something damn good. Skim could get me out of this problem real fast. Skim gets me out of this problem really really fast. Thank goodness. Alright. We're pretty much safe here. I'm going to defend this hit so that I can go back around my deck and play the self-repair. What a miserable encounter this was. So yeah, just a single defend keeps me safe from this guy. Gonna work my way around the deck, get the... get self-repair played, and then we'll be okay. There we go. Now the situation is under control. By the way, he only gets angry when he receives attack damage. Lightning is not an attack damage. But he's just dead, so that's okay. Okay, very rough fight. Used up both of my potions. We came out on top, but the reward had better be worth it. Streamline is here, and it's a damage card. I quite like auto shields, but you might have noticed we just don't have damage options. We need something. More to the point, I'm going to have to upgrade that, and I'm really hoping that I get the 40% potion chance here, because otherwise this elite is going to have me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The votes are in. A lot of correct people believe in you. Can we get numbers on that? Wish these stupid power-ups would go away. Yeah, sure enough. The points and the people are on my side. But who will bring us to glorious victory? Okay, guess I'll take that 1 and say goodbye to my money. Getting the streamline when he's not vulnerable is always sad news. Not really a fight I can afford to get the streamline going either, but I don't want to eat that 11. But if I just defend, strike, he's just going to keep mugging me and I'm going to keep having a very bad time. I'm going to do it anyway, though. Yeah, now he wastes his time running away, but that actually potentially plays to my advantage. Potentially doesn't, though. Rather than hit him with a strike, I'm going to hit him with zap, because if I draw dual cast, which there's a reasonable chance of doing, it'll do much more damage than a strike. And if I don't draw dual cast, this thing will still do 6 damage overall. But it looks like we had nothing to worry about. Before I kill him, and make no mistake, this will kill him, let's make sure we are fully regenerated with self-repair. Getting a lot of value out of that self-repair, I must say. How's this for value, though? 1.1 million vote swingers on win, 475 on lose. That's good payment out for the lose lobby if we fail this, and I failed it last time. Hello, Mr. Jake. Oh, that was my father. I'm simply Jake. YouTube Spire watcher here. Are you excited for Slay the Spire 2? No, not at all. Do you think there'll be more than 4 characters? Yes, I do. We've had some new character unveils so far, I believe, and some oldies confirmed. But I'm not excited because Slay the Spire 2 will be coming out in early access, meaning I will not touch it. I will not care about it in the slightest. Once the game is done and out of early access, then I will care, then I will play. I simply don't touch early access, and there are virtually no exceptions to that rule. There's no exceptions of me doing it. Some people force me to play early access games because they're monsters. Anyway, there's no real choice here. We take Ball Lightning. It is 10 output of damage the turn you play it. Synergizes with dual cast, works really well because I don't have my cracked orb, so it's far more likely I have an orb in play by the time we draw dual cast. It's just an excellent Act 1 card. Barrage is an excellent Act 3 card. I might even say, if Hologram didn't exist, this would be the best common card for Defect, but yeah, it's Ball Lightning. Faux show. Because of self-repair, I have no need to rest here. This card, you know, I was unhappy about getting it at the start, but the way things have gone, I'm quite happy to have it. It's probably Streamline upgrade, just so I can enjoy the additional damage, but it might actually be Beam Cell. The extra turn of vulnerability is so important, given that I don't do much right now. Yeah, I think it is going to be Beam Cell. The Beam Cell upgrade is to Defect, kind of what the Neutralize upgrade is to Silent. You don't really do it for the damage, you do it for the extra effect. Alright, I'm really praying this isn't Lagavulin. Lagavulin would destroy me. I should be able to handle Gremlin Nob, even though I have no potions. He might get a hit on me, but we've got full health and self-repair. What's the other option? Who's the other Act 1 elite? How am I managing to forget this simple thing? Oh, sentries. Sentries could be a problem, because the beam cell upgrade is meaningless on them. Oh well. It's not, it is Lagavulin. If I play Ball Lightning and Zap, I wake him up right now. I'd rather get Streamline in play for the wake up, so here's my proposition. I zip, I zap, I apply 2 vulnerable. You will not wake up. And now I might draw Streamline. I do not draw Streamline. Getting self-repair down is also very good though. Next turn is likely Streamline turn, and I want that Streamline down early so that when we redraw it, it'll be cheaper. So I won't wake you up with a dual cast right now. Glad I wasn't tempted to strike you for style points. Oh, bollocks. Literal bottom deck on the Streamline. This is very, very bad, actually. Things just went from being okay to being extremely bad. Now he's going to twunt us for the 20. However, perhaps a bit of a saving grace. The beam cell comes together with the Streamline, so I can vulnerable you, so this thing does some actual damage. Another bad thing about bottom decking that Streamline is it's now in the discard pile when my draw pile is almost full, so we won't see that Streamline for a while. We are getting rather mishandled by draw order here, but oh well, tough it out. Here's Ball Lightning doing what it does best. How do I have all this energy? Oh, that's right, it's an elite fight. Don't tell me I didn't play a card that I could have played last turn. I probably exactly did that, didn't I? No, I think I played 2 defense. Oh well, whatever. Keep smacking him. You did, good. You used up all the energy. I completely forgot about Slaver's Collar. Right, the damage must be done. Dual cast, zap, strike. Now he hits us with Siphon Soul. Siphon Soul is really, really, really bad. But fortunately it does not affect our lightning orbs, so out of all the characters, I'd say Defect is the second best able to handle Siphon Soul. The best, of course, would be the Watcher, because she's just best at everything. She's like the Motoko of this game. Anyway, barely scratched us despite his massive damage output, but the reward is not very good. Smiling Mask. I'm not a big Smiling Mask fan, which is probably why it keeps showing itself to me. I suppose it's not bad, it can save you hundreds of gold, and the Defect does love to remove his strikes, but it doesn't power me up. It's not like I'm getting Happy Flower, or Pen Nib, or Darkened Cables, or Runic Capacitor. There's nothing that's just giving me that oomph to make me hit harder in Act 1. Yeah, and our boss is Slime Boss. We're going to need to hit harder. Get the potion down. Oh, hello, this thing hits harder. Oh my, we've got some options here. I love Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is a curse card in the long drawn-out fights because you want focus there. But in hallway encounters, this thing can just remove threats. But then there is Consume. My only option to gain focus so far. I might take Hyper Beam and immediately upgrade it. That 8 extra damage ends a lot of fights immediately. Gonna do exactly that. It's also going to be great against the elite, probably. But the very important thing is in a big fight where you need your orbs, do not be tempted to play this. That 3 focus is huge, but with a bit of luck, we might find a very, very good artifact that is so good for Defect, so good for everyone really, and that's a Clockwork Souvenir. It gives 1 level of artifact. Sorry, I think I called it an artifact, it's a relic. It gives artifact which would block that massive focus down. Small chests contain big hearts. The ink bottle is really good. I used to look down on this thing, I thought, ugh, come on, it's just giving me a card randomly. Draw is king. Give it to me. This is either Sentries or it's Gremlin Nob. I am praying to Niao that this is Sentries because I have a card that just says goodbye Sentries. Of course it's not the Sentries, it's a super buffed up Gremlin Nob. This could be, and likely is, a big problem. Sweeping Beam, what do you have for me? Well, it's definitely Ball Lightning. I'm in 2 minds about that self-repair. I should probably just strike. I need the damage done. I really need the damage done. Yeah. Sure, 7 extra health sounds good, but doing damage is the difference between Gremlin Nob smacking you for 30 once or twice. And now he's just only down to... Oh, okay, Beam Cell is here to help me out big time. Beam Cell, make that Streamline work its magic. We have this fight won. Thank goodness. Should have played the defend there, actually. Could have saved myself a couple damage. Thank you, Hyper Beam. Goodbye. Could have played the self-repair, actually. But I didn't know things were going to go that way. I could have drawn Streamline and Hyper Beam together and without Beam Cell. So it was worth taking the, dare I say, risk of not getting self-repair in play. Besides, there'll be opportunities. Data Disc, now there's an excellent reward. 1 extra focus, that's 1 extra damage per lightning orb, 1 extra block per frost orb, 1 extra cooking speed for dark orbs, and absolutely nothing on plasma orbs, but we don't have those for now. Hologram is back, saying, sorry master, I didn't realize turn 1 was not the right choice for you. But I accept your apology, Hologram, get in here. More so than reprogram. Being able to fetch back any card is amazing deck manipulation. It's far better than a headbutt, in my opinion. Hyper Beam? No, but Sweeping Beam. Four and 9 is what these would do together. 13, so I might as well use that to take out the biggest guy that's taking me on. Draw 2. I'll certainly strike to get rid of you. Why wouldn't it be? Because it could be a hologram Sweeping Beam. But then I don't get to block. I'll take the somewhat cowardly option of taking 1 here, rather than a more aggressive option. Just wanted to minimize the damage I take, because look at that, we just have this fight done and blasted. Love Hyper Beam. Do I love a second ball lightning? No. My opinion on crappy cards is take 1 of them. My opinion on good cards that do damage is take 1 of them and play them more often. Once upon a time, I played a run with Defect, and I had 5 Sunders. I thought I was king. But what I should have had was 1 Sunder and 4 holograms. If you want to take a lot of one kind of card, make sure it's a card that does something other than damage. I think this is a skip. Sorry to say. Yeah, it is a skip. Now, our relic choice is blah, and ooh. But what's better for us here? I do think I could take on Slime Boss. Fights are good, because I love self-repairing, which does make the left more appealing than the right here, but I love the idea of getting a shop. This has a very high chance of being sentries, and if it's not sentries, it's Lagavulin, and Lagavulin I should be able to deal with as well. So I am actually going to take the left path, even though I think there's a lot to be said to the right path. Guaranteed upgrade, good shop. I'm gonna go for the elites. It is sentries, and they're not super max health. Unfortunately, we meet them at a bad time because I don't get any of that nice stuff right here. What I should do is prioritize putting them in Hyper Beam death range, which is 34. That means a single strike on you puts you within range. I have 1 more strike to give. Guess I'll have you propped up. Defense seems like the name of the game next turn. Take my 5, but I heal more than that. There's a nice combination. It's kind of a shame I can't Hyper Beam, Hologram, Hyper Beam. But I can Beam Cell, Hologram, Beam Cell, Hyper Beam, and that kills this guy dead. And that is also hilarious. And I like hilarity. Hello, my friend. Goodbye, all my friends. Nothing else to play, but there is a strong argument for incrementing Ink Bottle. Is it strong enough? Do we ever brick next turn? We literally never brick next turn, so I'm just going to increment Ink Bottle a bit. I don't like meta-scaling things like this, but what's a man to do? Funnily enough, it is dual cast, then zap, then ball lightning. Oh, what a huge reward here. Every 6 turns become immortal. Pretty good. Just don't mistime that on the heart, or else you find yourself immortal on only the turns that the heart doesn't attack. A replacement potion, just what the doctor ordered, and I might be interested in that cool-headed by now. Yeah, I haven't taken any block cards. Stack is a block card, but it's not my go-to block card. I suppose it could be good. Just depends when you draw it, that's the problem. Take cool-headed, you never go wrong with a cool-headed. They're better upgraded, but what isn't? The double fungal friends. Well, it's just another opportunity for me to repair, but let's see what's in the box first. Good. Good. I'll take my 1. This guy needs to die. He's buffing up. Hopefully you buff up. You do. That leaves me a great opportunity to simply kill you. I do like the killing. I should set up Fungi Beast to die next turn, which is all the more reason to hologram back the meme cell. That way a couple of strikes kill you. There's 1, and who needs strikes? Actually this guy, because strikes are incrementing ink bottle. There we go. If I set up my incense burner, I could negate Slime Boss's Slime Crush, so I should keep that in mind as well. Compile Driver is quite nice, except since I have no orbs other than... Oh, hang on, I got cool-headed. With the Frost Orb and a Lightning Orb in play, this is deal 7, draw 2. That's essentially a Pummel Strike. A Pummel Strike Plus, I might add. If Jake did food reviews, well, I do whiskey reviews. Granted, it's been a long time since I've done one, but I do have a backlog. I've got an actual backlog of whiskies that I own and have drank and gone, oh, I could say some things about this. And I still haven't got around to doing it. Because my typical way of doing whiskey reviews back in Sweden was coming home fairly sozzled from the bar, and then just turning on my microphone, talking some jingoistic spiel, and uploading it without even listening back. And that was a pretty good routine, but I don't go out drinking here in Hungary. Well, not in Balaton, at least. I do up in Budapest. Maybe I can change that. The only thing I'm considering here is Compile Driver. And I am really considering Compile Driver, but I just don't think I need it. It's a common card. We'll see it again. Just give it a skip for now. Also, our first and only mystery event in Act 1. These days I skip a lot of events in Act 1 because I highly value getting my potions, getting my card rewards, and especially when I have a self-repair, these combats are doing me good. 10% chance this is an illusion of choice. It's an illusion of choice! We scored the 10% Fight Club chance. Who would believe? Oh well, it's just another opportunity to get self-repair down, but that could backfire. Blah! Love me Hyper Beam. Ooh, regen potion. Less tantalizing because I have self-repair. These are more likely to do me good in a fight. In fact, I'm not going to have any reservation about using Blessing of the Forge in this slime boss fight. Aggregate is good. Aggregate is very good. It's better the more I spam cards into my hand, but Hologram makes Aggregate a lot easier to use. I'm not a big Tempest believer. I know it can be good, but Aggregate can be a game changer. Yes, that's right. Swift Pot over the regen potion. Almost unthinkable, isn't it? I set myself up really poorly here. I'm going to be intangible on the first turn against Slime Boss. But blame it on this guy, right? If that guy wasn't here, we'd be intangible in time for Slime Crush, I think. Yeah, 2 extra turns, damn. That actually being a fight could screw me over really hard in this fight. Oh, well. We do have trouble drawing, don't we? I'm still going to keep the Swift Potion. I think the Swift Potion is going to be more than, what was it, 5, 9... Yeah, more than 15 health worth of saving my bacon. I believe. And it will also, of course, smith something up. Hologram is tempting, Aggregate is tempting, Streamline is tempting. Cool-headed is tempting. God, there's a lot of upgrades I would like here. Streamline is 5 extra damage. That's pretty hardcore. Not a card I'm using often enough currently. I almost feel bad for taking it. It hasn't seen a lot of use, but to be fair, it's gotten us out of some pickles, like Lagavulin. But Hologram being able to use again and again is pretty big. Could be really big in this fight, especially. Yeah, I'll do that. Because your deck gets filled with slimes, being able to grab anything out of your draw pile, out of your discard pile could be very handy. Alright, Slime Boss. Look at me, I'm a ghost, but that doesn't matter because you don't attack on turn 1. Hyper Beam is not what I need this early. Hyper Beam is to finish the fight or to bring you down to a very good split. So, Ball Lightning, Hollow, Ball Lightning. Feel pretty sad about that start, but keep moving regardless. Aggregate does actually give me energy, so sure. Sweeping Beam to draw. Draws me Bump Kiss, but this doesn't. Cool-headed. Keep the draw engine. Oh, damn. That was the worst card I could have gotten here. A streamline that I cannot play. Oh well. Do I eat this damage? Bear in mind I've picked up no block cards. I might well be picking up this damage right now. That's 4 and 9 and 9 and 8. So that's 30. That will cause a split, but a very unfortunate split for me. Probably better than taking 38 on the chin, though. This draw order has been miserable. Oh well, that is the way the Spire works sometimes. I had more energy. What was I doing there? Miserable, he says. He's not wrong. I will draw by doing this, but again, that draw could hurt me, so... let's just believe it's fine. That is very fine. Good. Get that out of my face. Aggregate once again coming in to give me energy. The question is, can I use that energy? And the answer is probably no. Try and do something about you, please. This does something about you. Wah! Okay, this fight is mine. Hey, Streamline is here. What a joy to meet you. Ink bottle set up on 9. Incense burner ready to save me on the first turn in Act 2. I feel smug about getting these things set up right, but I really don't enjoy that kind of play. I kind of hope Slay the Spire 2 has less of these carryover meta relics. I don't mind meta scaling, but I do mind this kind of setup, because it's just another reason to stall fights, and there shouldn't be reasons to stall fights. What about a second Hyper Beam? No, I already have one Hyper Beam plus. I'd rather just play that more often. Creative AI is infinite scaling. That's good. We currently have very few powers. In fact, with relation to Creative AI, we have no powers because Creative AI cannot make self-repair. So let's take Creative AI and have that as our scaling option. Now, big old boss chest. What are we looking for? Snecko would be acceptable, because I already have the extra energy from Slaver's Collar. Runic Pyramid. I think that would do me rather well. Allows me to hold on to something like Aggregate extremely well. Coffee Dripper would also be brilliant. Well, I just said it would be brilliant, and there it is, the Coffee Dripper. I certainly don't want Velvet Choker on the Defect. It's not unworkable, but with the extra energy I have, the extra draw I have, yeah, I don't think I want that. And Tiny House is a consolation prize. Only take Tiny House if you're offered just untakeable options here. For example, if we had no way of healing and we were doing, I don't know, self-damage things, then a Coffee Dripper would be unacceptable. Although I would be doing self-damage if we had no way of healing. And Velvet Choker, if you were on a Shiv deck, would be untakeable. But right now, this Coffee Dripper is absolutely takeable. Self-Repair will do all of the heavy lifting for us. Good coffee. Alright, we're practically at full health. We have 2 potions. Incense Burner will keep us safe on our first encounter. And we have loads of money united. We've already taken care of the spicy elites. So there's no need to go to Spicy Town here. Maximum elites possible are 3, but Jake is terrified of Act 2 elites. With these relics, he should be less terrified. Draw, extra focus, invincible every 6th turn. Slaver's Collar as well. I should be mincing these guys. But I just have that lingering feeling of self-doubt when it comes to Act 2 bosses. Just weighing up a lot of different things here. Elites, rest sites, how many question marks I take. I love Act 2 question marks. But question marks could also be shops, of course. It's only a 3% chance. Shopping is almost mandatory with this much money. Contemplating just taking the leftmost route. That pushes the elites back the furthest. Yeah, and it allows me to get rather a lot of question marks, right? Question mark 1, question mark 2, question mark 3, 4, and if I'm feeling pretty golden, we can take this route. If I'm not, and I'm feeling like more elites, we can take that route. How does that do on my bonfires, though? Not very good, right? It's 1 and then at the end. However, we take another route, we can get 1, 2, 3 before the end. But with only 1, maybe 2 elites, we don't get the shop. That's the big crippling thing. I mention it very often when I play, but I really don't like this aspect of the game. The whole choose your path kind of thing. It's not fun thinking. Although for me, most thinking isn't very fun. Get those loser elites. Show us how they're done. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not good enough to show you how Act 2 elites are done on A20. I can show you a good Act 2, but it usually involves gingerly avoiding elites, which can work out. Anyway, as long as I got the shop there, with all the money I have here, as long as I don't get mugged rancid, it should be fine. Will this be fine, though? What's in the box? Defends? I don't want to see those defends. Not right now, at least. This isn't going to be a pleasant fight, and my turn 1 intangible is, as is often the case, completely wasted here. Creative AI is hard to play at 3 cost. Harder still when I have some blocking to do. Even if I defend hologram, I don't have anything of great value to bring in. This fight's going to get out of hand pretty fast. Decent cards coming at poor times. Should I just creative AI? I don't think those powers are going to help me out that much. What the hell? Gain 5 or gain 5 and bring something back. Whatever it is, I can't use it anyway, so whatever. Alright, random powers save me with based cognition? No, I don't think so. But maybe. Because my options here aren't great. Bummer. Diddly bummer. Well, this is about to hurt quite a bit. There's the buffer I was looking for. But there's a bunch of things that I was looking for right here. Hyper Beam might be nice damage, but he's about to block up even more, and the beam cell doesn't get artifacted. Cool-headed will allow me to block all this, so what I could do is actually... certainly have options, but I do need to do damage, that's a troubling thing. Maybe save that buffer for later? Because you see, with this, I already full block. Damage must be done. Oh, hello, Biased Cognition. Good to see you again. Let's have more of that, shall we? I'm going to drain this focus like nobody's business. Shouldn't have done that, though, because I could just bring back Hyper Beam and slaughter you anyway. Let's just say we were manipulating Ink Bottle and Incense Burner. Good way to absolve myself. Rebound. Double energy. If double energy lined up, it would make quite a lot of energy for me. The trouble is with my lack of draw, I can't put that to very good use most of the time. I need something like a skim. Rebound can certainly be put to good use though. Can rebound aggregate so it works with a card shuffle, for example. Can rebound hyper beam so I can just go hyper beam, hyper beam. Can't rebound powers or things that exhaust. Can rebound streamline though. I might take that rebound. But double energy can be so good. This is essentially 3 energy if I play at the start of a turn. 4 if I'm in an elite fight. But again, can I really use that? I don't think so. Give me that rebound. Kind of like a head button reverse. Hello, Hyper Beam. Oh, dear God, what? I'd love to Hyper Beam, but it's a cool-headed dual cast panic. Because in comes 18 right now. Well, might still be worth my time. It might actually be Blessing of the Forge. Because then dual cast is free. I can Hyper Beam and I can... is that really worth the damage it's going to spare me? I think it is. I actually think it is. Let's do this then. Dual cast becomes free. And just like that, I can go... deal some actual damage to these suckers. And how I wish I could just kill one right now, but let's focus on not taking any damage. That might have been a mistake. Yeah, oh my god, none of them are buffing. Thank goodness we have invincibility. But even that's only going to save me a little bit because of the multi-hit. They will all buff up next turn, that's part of the fun here. Streamline won't save me, but Streamline Strike will. Oh, that's fun. That's really fun. You are gone. Now I don't worry. Because these guys have been doing pretty big hits. Wait, why are they not buffing? What the hell? I thought they would only attack twice in a row. The situation has evolved slightly. Let me think. Beam Cell, Sweeping Beam, Hologram, Sweeping Beam should leave me the extra energy needed. Sweeping Beam will do 3, and 3. That's just insufficient, that's the problem. Hyper Beam, what would you do? You would do 17, that would take care of them. Alright, that'll do then. Save me, Hyper Beam. Wait, have we played self-repair? We haven't. I really want self-repair down. Really, really. Is it Hologram Defend Plus? Unthinkable. The heal is guaranteed next turn. Yeah, if I see a next turn, if I kill these guys, there is no next turn. I forgot I already had the extra block there, but I didn't want to take any damage if I could avoid it. For God's sake, buff up. Oh God, what are they doing? Horrible things, Lawrence. Horrible things. I can't even fully block that. Well, that's unacceptable, but whatever. Oh. It's still unacceptable. Had not considered the extra draw there. Aggregate will give me the energy to do everything at least. Defend, strike, zap. Ultimately, this will give me more health. There's only 1 damage to take, but a big part of all of this is trying to figure out how to take as little damage and use as few resources as possible. Using one of my potions was already pretty bad there. 1 hologram is good, but more holograms are better. Get in here, Holo. There's no way in hell I'm losing the Slaver's Collar. And I'm certainly not losing the ink bottle. Triple the chance of finding rare cards? I don't think so, because you never feel the effect of that. So I will just leave you. Scuttle away. Whilst I take on Snecko. Ugh. Of course I draw creative AI before Snecko kicks in, but whatever. It's in the heart of the cards here, and unlike having Snecko Eye, I don't have the extra draw to go with it. Snecko Eye would give me 2 additional draw here. I think I'll rebound the Sweeping Beam. At least then I'm definitely getting a... well, no, you won't be free, but you will draw. Needs must. The defends aren't unwelcome, but given the way this fight can quite easily go... I'll take back my ball lightning. Ooh, well, rebound is free. Free is good. Free is very good. Sweeping Beam is about to come in as well. But... although free is good, more damage is better. Kind of need to block with the defend. Really want the extra draw. Right, that'll do. That'll do fine. The uncertainty of Snecko makes draw even better than it normally is. You're just free energy, which is fantastic. It's a shame there's no hologram left. I already drew both of them. Yeah, the extra energy is certainly welcome. Heat sinks isn't, though. What are you doing? Good thing I'm unkillably ghost formed, though. That means this one Frost Orb can do all of the blocking for me right now. Just get this out of the way so we don't see it again, or damage with Jewel Cast. Don't want you doing nasty things to me. Plus, we are going to see more powers. Does Creative AI work with the Prism? I don't know. I haven't played with the Prism enough to be sure. Creative AI can make additional Creative AIs, by the way. Also, this fight should be done and dusted. Ugh, there's self-repair. I want to play it, but it's expensive. But with 15 damage incoming and no good way to block, the self-repair is not as worth it as simply getting out of here alive. What's 38 and 16? That's 40, 50 something, plus 8. Oh god, I gotta think here. I'm not up for thinking. Right, 16, 46, 54, with 2 8s is more than 61. Plus ink bottle, of course. Aggregate? No. Been and gone. There we go. Uh-oh, I made a miscalculation, and it's a pretty bad one. Fortunately, the game comes in to defend me from my choices. I forgot about the focus down from that. Okay, now I certainly want self-repair up, but I don't think it's going to be happening like this. We just need to get you done and dusted. Minor chance that Sweeping Beam could draw it at an acceptable price, but it would kill you anyway, so... I don't think I'm willing to play this game anymore. Get me out of here. That went poorly. 2 self-repairs I think is overkill. Could I take a loop? We're not doing a lot of orb play, but I do like loop overall, so get in here. Ugh. Yet another question mark that just ends up being a fight. Again, that's a 10% chance. Juzu Bracelet would have actually given me value here. If only we knew of its existence. Aggregate. Give me energy. Sweeping Beam. Give me a card. Any card, just... well, actually, that does quite well. Not ideal, this. Oh, well, of course, you come back, don't you? And still a lot of damage to take in this encounter. I'm told it is the most deadly encounter in the game. Self-repair is here. Hyper Beam is here. Self-repair, Hyper Beam, drawback, streamline. 38 damage, bringing you down to 22. Wait, it's not 38, it's 34. I cannot kill through the power of hologramming streamline. Because it's only 15, of course, isn't it? That means I'd be vulnerable and taking even more damage. That's not the way out here. Which is a shame, because Hyper Beam certainly brings the pain for them. I need a better way out than this. Swift Potion is a way out. Potentially. Could you kill with the strikes and not play self-repair? 34, 40, meaning I need to do 20, but the streamline is unupgraded, so it wouldn't deal the 20. No. What could Swift Potion do for me? Could draw me the other hologram and allow me to hologram back aggregate for extra energy as well. Although aggregate wouldn't work out though, would it? No, it would not. I do not want to take this 25, not on your Ned Kelly. There's got to be a better way here. 11 damage is more than 50% more on 14. What? To answer the Prism question, Creative AI adds character cards from character in hand. If you get your hands on Creative AI as Ironclad, you'll only get Ironclad power cards. Yeah, but I think that changes if you use the Chimera option in a custom play, because the game has different ways of telling what kind of cards you get access to. But I could be dead wrong. I think Beam Cell kills. Yeah, but I don't have Beam Cell. I might be able to draw it with the Swift Potion, but the odds aren't great. Welcome, Jackie Chan. I also love your films. What's everybody's favorite Jackie Chan film? I like the one that he jumps through a step ladder, but the name evades me. Gonna use the Swift Potion, and I'm not going to be happy about it. Swift Potion is very good, but it's good because it gets me out of situations like this. I can't help but feel I'm overlooking a way out of this, but nothing's coming to mind. Because hologramming the streamline does seem pretty good, it's just not good enough. I'm still going to be taking vulnerable 14 damage, so 21 damage off of you because of the fungi beast dying. Alright, this better be good. It's not really. It does allow me to hologram back streamline, which would end the fight, I must admit that, but I don't get self-repair down. So it's Hyper Beam, Hollow Streamline, and I win. Why am I so unsatisfied with that? Shouldn't be, but I am. Hologramming Aggregate doesn't gain me extra energy at all because it's not upgraded. Oh well, sometimes you just gotta eat what you got. Good thing I wasn't weakened. Hollow Stream Smack. Hollow Stream Smack. Deeply saddened. At least we got a replacement potion and finally a block card. I've overlooked this in the past. I won't overlook it again because we have taken no real block cards, but Auto Shields is a really good block card. I think some people look down on this. I certainly don't. Would be better upgraded, but what wouldn't? Speaking of upgrading things, that's exactly what we can do. Upgrading Creative AI makes it more playable. Gotta consider my boss is the champ. The Creative AI will easily outscale him if I play my cards right, and why would I not? Upgrades are a premium. This is the only upgrade we get until we reach champ. There is an idea for upgrading self-repair, actually. 3 extra hit points each combat, but I'd rather just save the hit points, frankly. Upgrading the streamline would fix that problem I'm having with the card of just not quite doing the damage I need, but I think I will upgrade Creative AI. Well, what if we end up with Snecko? Yeah, what if we end up with Snecko? Then it'll feel like a foolish upgrade. Oh, how about a free upgrade? I say it's at a premium, and then the game says, I can help you with that. The hologram is tempting, the Creative AI is still tempting. Aggregate is tempting. Cool. Yeah, there's so many upgrades. I am very upgrade hungry in this run so far. What's coming anyway? The shop is coming. Happily remove a strike in that shop. Slender up the deck a bit. The cool-headed upgrade draws me cards that I currently struggle to have the energy to play. If energy is a problem, then surely I want to aggregate, right? You have energy. I'm not sure about that. You need the draw. Yeah, I got Ink Bottle for draw. Ink Bottle, Cool-Headed, Sweeping Beam. I'm looking at that 40 health of mine thinking if we don't fix that real soon, we're going to be really, really dead. I might do self-repair, actually. Crazy thought, though, that may be. Auto shields just blocks for a lot more. You know what? Auto shields is a big one. Give me that. My lack of block is painful. Might fix it right here, though. Hello, Happy Mask Man. Oh, wow. Being offered calipers as the defect is normally so good, but we currently don't generate a ton of block. That recycle is not pre-upgraded. And I currently don't have a lot of things I'm happy to recycle. I guess the powers that I don't want to play that Creative AI make could be good, like a second Creative AI. But it's kind of anti-draw as well. That's its own problem. Well, first things first, get rid of one of these strikes. Calipers, normally so good, not very good right now. About to take a fight, and elite potion chance is high, so buying a potion feels like a chump's option. Toolbox can be cool. A random colorless card at the start of every fight. You don't get to see your first draw when you pick it, though. And that can be a pain. Zero cost recycle for strikes is kind of good, yes, but it's one cost because it's not upgraded. At a glance, I see all the green and think, ooh, upgraded card, but then when I focus my bleary eyes on it, I see, no, it is not. I think I just buy the toolbox and leave. Kind of sad to say that, but needs must. Don't often take toolbox, but it can be a really good stability thing to have, especially if you have Snecko, which we don't, but we might still get it. Oh, Eternal Feather. Fantastic for somebody that has the coffee dripper and didn't upgrade their self-repair. Get in here. So that's going to put us on much more sure footing for the chump. Could actually go to the second shop. I still have quite a lot of money and I would still like some better cards. Let's see how we end up going into there. The Bomb. 3 turns, lots of damage. Enlightenment. If only you knew what your hand was. The thing is, these cards are not free. You gotta pay the cost. So let's take Enlightenment. And then regret taking Enlightenment. What a sad, sorry opening hand this is. Should have taken the Bomb. Doesn't do anything. Ink Bottle will draw 1. So aggregate for energy, zippity zap, strike, strike. Hey! Doesn't really do anything. Okay, well it does something kind of important. The extra damage done here means that the Mystic will heal next turn, and the Mystic will continue to heal as long as there's at least 20 hit points to heal. Would I play the Skill Potion to block 9? Could actually be draw, which would be handy. As a man with no healing, or not very good healing, I'll give it a go. Leap blocks 9. Thank you. Was that potion worth 9 hit points? We'll find out in due time. But right now we're a ghost. I like being a ghost. Particularly like being a ghost that does this. Blah! Yeah, you keep trying to heal, and I'll keep ravaging you horrendously. I want that self-repair in play before I murder you. And trust me, there's going to be some murdering going on here. Not what I was looking for. Anything worth my time hologramming? No, because it would have to be 0 cost, wouldn't it? That was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that. I completely forgot about Ink Bottle. It could have drawn me my unplayable self-repair. As it stands, if self-repair is the bottom card here, that worked out good for me. And it worked out brilliantly. Good. Very good. Now it's in play, and now we kill you. Any way possible, which is not this way. Probably going to heal, and now I need to murder you. Which you're not making easy. But you're not making impossible. There we go. Decent setup. Extra money. Another aggregate. I've kind of fallen down on my view on FTL. I used to think of it as quite good before I played A20. Now I just find this is kind of laborious. Doesn't really do much of anything. Zero cost draw sounds good, but it's easy to play a lot of cards as Defect. Second aggregate would be fine if I had better draw, but I don't. This deck really needs a skim. Ditto for double energy. It's not a question of energy right now, it's draw. Says man that didn't upgrade cool-headed. Alright, but I still think we can take on an elite here. Am I really that sure about that? 47 health, Book of Stabbing would be a pain. Ugh, what wouldn't be a pain? Get a move on. Ah, Book of Stabbing would be a pain. Ah, I see you know your Kung Fu well. Fortunately, Incense Burn will help me out in 2 turns, but unfortunately that's 2 turns from now. Give me Master of Strategy, please. That's not aggregate. I wanted aggregate. What do I do here? Definitely Beam Cell. Definitely Beam Cell. And then let's draw a bajillion cards. That's still not aggregate. Does let me rebound the Streamline, which is pretty good. No potions to get me out of this, so this is all on my Todd to get this done right. Cool-headed, rebound Streamline, or rebound Streamline, cool-head to draw and play it again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy to do that. No blocking if I do that, and I don't get self-repair in play. But this is a damage race. I might as well do the damage, right? I can always hologram the self-repair if I am at liberty to do so. Which I'm probably not. No, I wouldn't dump FTL the game, not after all the time I put into that, heavens no. Suddenly feeling pretty clever about upgrading that Streamline. That was good damage, it's just not good block. Currently. Okay, that's kind of good if I can block. Auto shields will help. Auto shields dual cast will help a lot. I'd like to see what's in the box though. This is not a creative AI time. Yeah, no, just block. Block, block, and more block. No need to dual cast the Frost, funnily enough. What's extra funny is that I could play creative AI if I'm happy taking 6 damage. However, am I happy taking 6 damage? No, I am not. No longer vulnerable, but I am a ghost. Ugh, aggregate, you're coming at the very wrong time. I can draw here. Ooh. What's coming? Hyperbeam, right? Hyperbeam and hologram. On 5 energy, you die to Hyperbeam, Hologram, Hyperbeam if I put down Vulnerable on you right now. I might do better than that with a Lightning. I'll get 8 on you. You'll be on 71. But I only do 68 coming out of this. However, I can further strike you. What I'm trying to think about is getting my self-repair in play. If I strike you, that's 14 off of you, you go down to 60-something, then I finish you off with Hologram, Hyperbeam, Hologram. Or words to that effect. This is all just going out of my way to get my self-repair down, which I do think is important. Good. Huh, well, yeah, sometimes the game just wants you to win. Beam Cell, Hyperblaaargh, Hologram back the Hyperbeam. Actually, I can just kill you whatever way I want. I don't have to, do not even have to do that. In the interest of bringing up Ink Bottle, I can get away with meme selling you. We're at 7. We're at 8, and you're at dead. Full Ink Bottle, practically fine on that. And Shuriken gains strength whenever we play 3 attacks. I want cheap attacks now. I feel very bad about ditching that Beam Cell earlier. Certainly take it though. A replacement potion and... It's none of these, I think. I do need some more cards, but these cards are a little too sad. Yeah, a little too sad. Yeah, Clawdeck. Clawdeck is here. If only I'd taken those 3 claws at the cost of other much better cards. I could actually take another Beam Cell, but I need some draw. Again, I want to skim, but it's not those. Yet again, the 10% fight chance comes on in. Magnetism would be so good if the card was cheaper or the power were cheaper, but it's not. Gain 1 artifact with Panacea is really good. Panic Button is, oddly enough, really good. But I think it's Panacea, that way I can go Hyper Beam without facing the downside. That's pretty good. Of course, that revolves around actually getting Hyper Beam. Oh, but it's only, you're going to negative affect me. I guess it'll block that, so that'll do, I guess. I look cool-headed. Am I willing to cool my head over this? Could draw anything. Could even draw Hyper Beam, doing the damage without the downsides. If I do this, I'm saying no to creative AI, but this isn't really a creative AI fight, is it? It'll debuff you. I forget what the debuffs are, though. Oh, I suppose I can check, can't I? Frail 2, Weak 2. So I'll block the Frailty and I'll still be able to block quite well. The problem is I don't have good block cards, but it's still perfectly acceptable. I think I'll say no to creative AI and say yes to cool-headed in the hopes that I get something Beam Cell worthy. That's Beam Cell worthy. Oh, but then I don't block the Frail. Oh, life and its choices, huh? 51 damage is far too much to turn down, though, right? Blah! Not to mention we get stronger, angrier, and more liable to kill you. Oh, oh dear. It backfired. Because I don't have the damage cards that I need here. Where's Streamline? Where's Sweeping Beam? Where's Hologram? 7 and 4 will not kill you. Not with that either. Colorless card in hopes that I find, say, Pot of Greed. I think so. That's not Hand of Greed. None of this is useful. Yeah, none of this defends and none of this attacks. That's pretty bad. Oh well. I guess it's a card I can play. This'll hurt, but we all knew that. Apotheosis. That would make my self-repair repair better. Uh-oh, the loop was a bad idea. Now I can't play auto shields. I hadn't considered that. Boy, this fight's getting out of my hand really badly. I can always just go and get the Hyper Beam, but my problem is I don't have my self-repair, which of course I would really, really like, but I'd like to kill you more than take that 24. I could Sweeping Beam in the shy hope that I end up with self-repair, but that wouldn't be enough because I wouldn't have the energy left to Hyper Beam. Sweeping Beam surely holds it. Yeah, well, wouldn't be enough to kill him with. However, I think getting the Ball Lightning would be enough. What, it would do 5 and then 8. That would take out Snake Plant, I think. Take a chance with a Sweeping Beam. What do you have? Inkpot draws as well. That's a good point. That might be a call for Apotheosis, but no. No, it's not here. Dual Cast is here, though. Dual Casting, that gives me 12, 13, 14, 15... 16, 17, 18... 19, 20, 21... I think I would actually work out fine by going that way. Yeah, so if I block right now, next turn I guarantee draw self-repair, streamline. Streamline kills, self-repair heals. Ultimately, it will do me more health coming out of this fight than otherwise. The problem is now I need to remember what I just said I'd do. Probably involve dual casting this. And then hologram plussing back some kind of defend card. Not dual cast because I've got lightning orb at the ready. Just a crummy defend, how sad. Alright, so take 3 in order to heal 7. No hologram to bring back Apotheosis, sadly. Ooh, Hand of Greed is here. Well, that's even better. So self-repair and get money. Well, thank you, Magnet. However, I am hurting really badly right now. I shouldn't take the elite, I should take the shop. Might even be Lee's waffle there to make me feel even better about things. Do I take the Claw Plus? It's a free attack. Free attacks are good with Shuriken, but not without good draw, which I don't have. That claw is hard to play a lot. Must be a sign. I suppose it must. We're going to take 1 claw, okay? Appease the claw lobby. The clobby. It's clobbering time. Lee's waffle is here! All you need to do is ask! That is a full heal and 7 extra max hit points, and it somehow only counts as a common relic. Actually, it might count as a shop relic. It does compete with my very own Apotheosis, though. Apotheosis is a lot of healing through upgrading my self-repair. Yeah, you keep laughing, my friend. I think it's card remove waffle. Then I'll have 80 odd to spare. Potion chance is 50-50, so I'd rather not buy one. Now, these strikes aren't that bad, really, with Shuriken. I'm just kind of tempting to drop a defend instead. I wish you had a defend card for me to get, but of course... Well, no, boot sequence is a defend card. And an 8-10 block. Nothing wrong with boot sequence. I can always fetch it with hologram when you need it later on as well. I could be well tempted by that. Only works once though. It's the boot and Apo, in my opinion. Yeah, then I don't get my removal and I don't get the waffle. And I really do want that waffle. 32 hit points. If I take no damage here, I'm on 39. Oh, hang on, I've got Eternal Feather. Eternal Feather is going to heal me for 5 times 3, right? 15 health here. Yeah, you know what? The waffle might be a trap. Apotheosis boot sequence and upgrading the Apotheosis at the rest site might be for the better. Then I don't get my card removed, though. Tricky. My block game is not very good right now. That's my main problem currently. But the boot is a one use and it's gone card. Apotheosis ups my defend game something fierce by helping out those defends. So I think it's remove strike, get Apotheosis. Yeah, I'm a little bit more up for that. Alright. Don't screw me, game. I could still afford loop. Loop is good, but upgraded loop is better. But what about 2 upgraded loops? That's a good defense game against the heart. Am I willing to pay for the privilege? I think I am. Let's do it. Once again, because I don't get to see my draw, the toolbox value is diminished. The bomb is kind of cool. The bomb is a lot of damage in this fight. Just one sweeping beam or hyper beam and the fight is won. And all I need to do is survive their incoming 6, 6, and 6. I can do that. Go, bomb, go. I'm a ghost on the wrong turn. Yeah, it's 40 damage to all, so they each need to take a little lick of damage. Should I focus a little bit of defense? Yeah, survive this turn and I'm fine. But But 18 comes in, to which I have no answer, huh? So it's going to be like that. Let's defend. Hopefully we draw another defend or something similar. Not auto shields. Huh. Or something similar. Sweeping beam, hyper beam. Where are my beams at? Huh. Why believe in beams when we have bombs? Alright, well, let's just take the energy. No good reason not to. Where does Jewel Cast land? Practically perfect. Now they all just die to the bomb. Everybody wins. Especially me. To be sure, yes, it's 40 damage to all, so this just goes anywhere. And we win! Toolbox providing immense rewards. I said I needed Skim, and there is Skim. However, it competes with electrodynamics. Nah, face it, Skim wins. Skim is so good. Healing is so good. Upgrading Apotheosis is so good. There was nothing else to think about. Apotheosis is our upgrades. Now, chump. What'll it be? They're all free, that's cool. Purity could be very cool. Exhausting Crummy Strikes in this fight would be very big. And he's not even attacking on turn 1. Alright, Purity, help me out. These are not the cards I wanted to get rid of. I guess we'll wait to see Purity again. Claw, Hollow Claw Loop. I'll get a draw as well, something I might want to even get rid of. It's not impossible. Panache seems nice. Playing 5 cards in a turn might not seem too hard with 5 energy, so maybe. Maybe. Anything's possible, right? Yeah, of course. I actually think I rebound the auto shields. Just have you around for next turn. Gaining strength is a nice added bonus. Thank you, Claw. Yeah, see there, that's why I wanted auto shields back. Why are you auto shields plus? I tried to upgraded you. How mad. Let's not play self-repair before we've got Apotheosis down. Let's certainly not play Hyper Beam, right? That's not our scaling solution here. Give me a draw, please. Ah, just what I was looking for. Let's not play self-repair until we have Apotheosis down. Alright, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. Fight ain't won yet. I really want creative AI down. Skim is good, but if I play Streamline... No, I should focus on getting my Streamline to be 0 cost currently. What's in the Skim, though? Yeah, I really wanted Creative AI down, but Aggregate helps with the energy cost of that. Life is good. Champ is probably my favorite matchup on Act 2. I'm not saying he's always easy. He's not always someone I can deal with very well, especially when I don't have good frost generation. Let's try and fix some of that, though. What can I cool-headed back, though? Could cool-headed back the Claw to erase its value, or Streamline to make it freer, or just Skim to go places. Actually, I'll tell you what I hologram back right now. Well, I was going to say Aggregate, but if cool-headed doesn't draw anything worth my time, then it's a bit of a waste. Do it anyway, though. Believe. Just believe. Now, I was hoping for Skim there. Perhaps that was too much to hope for. Still gives me a buttload of energy, though. Dealing damage is a bit sad right now. Ah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Alright, good enough. And these cards do absolutely nothing. This is a tough fight. I'm not so sure about that. You just need a scaling solution and you'll have Champ dead. I suppose you also need a bit of a blocking solution. Hey, look at that, a blocking solution. Isn't that handy? Could I do that and also just block you? I'm inclined to believe no, but it depends what's in Sleeping Beam. Give it a chance. Well, would you look at that? We have a block solution. Would you look at that? We have a block solution. Life is good. Just do not play Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is a curse card. I should actually get rid of it if I get the choice. Oh, just need a solution to all of my problems. Literally all of my problems. Definitely play that. Definitely play that. Absolutely purify away. Strike and strike. And honestly, tons of these cards just absolutely ravage the deck right now. Sure. Strike, strike. Not Claw. How could I get rid of Claw? Claw's my win condition. I don't even care that much about Ball Lightning. Frankly, I don't really care about Dual Cast. However, Dual Cast is block when needed, so... I should get rid of the Claw. I really, really shouldn't have the Claw here. But people would never forgive me if I got rid of the Claw. I get rid of those jokers. Meme Cell this freak, claw him down, hologram back the Forbidden Claw. Although actually, the Beam Cell is a much more clever thing to bring back. Yeah, maintain the Vuln. Claw him anyway. People yearn for the Claw. Be careful about getting him below half health though, because then he starts going absolutely ballistic. He actually hits twice in that time, so that can cause a problem. Might just have to use my buffer here. Don't really want to. Defend doesn't defend all that well. What's in the box? Okay, well I guess we're bringing you down below now. There's no point auto-shielding, because I'm not shielding this. There is an argument for going full on mental with Hyper Beam, because the stuff here doesn't do much anymore. Sure. Blah! Oh, hello, Aggregate. You're aggro-late. Alright, now he spends the time going and chimping out on me. Wait, where's his vulnerable? Damn it, why didn't I stack the Beam Cell? Like a clever person. Oh, well, let's not worry about that. Let's go brah, and then brah, and draw something for good luck. I better have some damage up my sleeves right now. I might not, because I already got rid of my Beam Cell and my Hyper Beam. Well, sometimes the world just turns with you. Goodbye, champ. I think someone said that'll be a tough fight. I think that person was Ali, who always has an opinion on this game and is universally incorrect. Amplify, double powers. With creative AI, I got a lot of powers. Fission is draw, it's also energy. And I don't currently have good orb scaling, so the draw and energy might be better than anything else. I do like Amplify with self-repair, though. Let's go with the Amplify. That's not Snecko. That is a good opportunity to burn my last two strikes, though, with the Astrolab. However, that is the freest Fusion Hammer. It could only be more free if my Apotheosis were bottled, which it is not. The downside of taking the Fusion Hammer is that I can do literally nothing at rest sites. So I'd actually be pathing around them. Might be unavoidable. But it is even more energy on a deck that now has solved a lot of the draw problem. And I can certainly put that extra energy to use. Yeah, get that Fusion Hammer right in my relic bar, please. Not an impressive amount of relics numerically, but I think they hit pretty hard and they combo pretty well. We've got the money saving, we've got the draw, we have the only source of focus. We've got invincibility, energy, mitigation for bad turn ones, healing, scaling, and more energy. They're all good relics. I feel a bit sick saying Smiling Mask is good, but that thing has already saved me 75 gold, and it's going to save me even more on my next remove. So the priority is actually dodging these rest sites, like I'm trying to dodge Romancing Liara in Mass Effect 1. But it's completely unavoidable. I must hit up at least one rest site here. Two if I take a left route, so I don't think I want to go lefty-loosey here. I'm not that afraid of Act 3 elites. Let's take this route. Going on the right side, normally go left, but take the right side, 2 fights, 2 easy fights, an event, 2 hard fights, an elite. If nothing else, I get 15 healing off Eternal Feather, and I can recall here. Who knows, I might find Guria or Peace Pipe or something to make the final rest worth my time. Feeling hot and heavy to take on these guys, and then I make my glorious escape. No shopping till Act 4. Am I okay with that? As a man who has a smiling mask, removing another strike does seem pretty good. This is functionally the same, apart from getting rid of a fight, so do consider this. And once we're out of here, yeah, we are out of here for sure. Might even find Shovel, that is true. Unlikely, the Shovel is a very rare relic, but true. Besides, even if I did find it, I wouldn't get a lot of value out of it. I would change my pathing, however. Let's say we randomly get the Shovel here. I suppose it's a rare relic, right? So we could get the double Orb Walkers, kill them, find the Shovel. Then I would dig, and then I would go here to dig, and then I would recall here. So we'd get 2 extra relics. Is what I'd like to say, but it's only really 1 extra relic. The Shovel has the same problem as Matryoshka and Tiny Chest. You're trading a relic now for maybe a relic later, and possibly another relic thereafter. And that's seldom a good trade, because in this game you snowball, and the earlier you snowball, the better you snowball. So Matryoshka, Tiny Chest, and Shovel are 3 relics I look very down upon. I have had Matryoshka and Tiny Chest work out very well for me. I've had the Shovel work out exceptionally well for me. But that is because there's nothing that's universally bad in this game. There are occasions when something that is mostly terrible can be absolutely run-winning and run-defining. But that doesn't stop them being overall terrible. Panacea is not terrible here. This is why I quite like the toolbox. A lot of colorless cards are 0 cost. We're almost certainly going to have a tax in our hand, right? There's no way we wouldn't. There's no way. Lovely. Nice to block this incoming damage as well. Okay. Sleeping Beam will let me draw a little bit more. What you got for me? Or striking. That's strength scaling if nothing else. I don't think this is a creative AI fight. No, just get the fight 1 as quickly as possible. So do I take the 1? Yes, I do, because self-repair will take care of things for me. Self-repair looks out for me so much. Panacea is a waste. Well, maybe. Can I just kill you right now? I might prefer to do that over not killing you right now. 35, 45... Yeah, screw self-repair, you just should die. Because I can't block this 16. And because of Panacea, we do kill. If we didn't have Panacea, these lightning orbs would do 1 and 1, and then the Orb Walker would be laughing at me as it struck me for more damage than I could handle. But Panacea's a waste, says Lizard. Ah, well, finally some focus gain. Do I even want it? It's a little late for pivoting into orb play, but I would love some better defense by way of frost generation. If I take this, we're 1 glacier away from having a good block plan. Now, we all know it, Clero, but we don't say it out loud. Draw pile damage. This would deal... it's 2 cost. I do not like the 2 cost thing. Give me Master Strategy. Master Strategy is one of those cards that's never bad. Like Adrenaline. Uh-oh. Why does Jake say uh-oh on a turn where he's taking no damage? That's because next turn they're all going to attack. 50 incoming damage when I'm not Incense Burner ready. Looks bad, so Master Strategy, help me out. We will draw 1 more on top of this as well. There's a hologram that I'd rather have next turn with all the damage coming in. Let's do the beam cell first to get the draw. Aggregate is kind of good, potentially. I mean, hell, use it or lose it, but we need Sweeping Beam to draw something worth our time right now. That's potentially it, because what I can do is I can hologram back Beam Cell, play it again. No, wrong one, wrong one. I meant to do that with Sweeping Beam. Whoops. Uh-oh. Well, that hurts. That is what I meant to click on. Okay. The game might forgive me. Anything's possible. Dang. I was hoping I'd draw something not very useful. I shouldn't have played anything, really. There's that incoming massive damage I was talking about. Skim could save me. Apo, Skim... Claw. This is what one might call rather bad. I can kill off one of them, the one that's double attacking no less, which is quite handy. And no, I'm not clawing it to death. What do I rebound here, though? Either way, I'm eating that 22, aren't I? Yeah, I am legitimately considering rebounding that claw. What's coming my way anyway? A lot of defense, bit of hyper beam. Well, hyper beam ends the fight. Okay, this is kind of weird, but I'm gonna rebound that amplify. Get zap up or get defrag down? Neither will do damage right now. Well, the zap could do 1 damage to the back Darkling. Extra focus doesn't really do anything for me. How about just raw damage then? Yeah, get it up and then get it down. Okay, that's kind of tempting actually. Right, it hurts, but what doesn't? That was not what I was after. I was after Amplify together with Self-Repair. Just get out of this fight right now. Or Hyper Beam, defend, take 3, fish for a better self-repair. There's so many ways this fight can go wrong though, especially with no focus. Bottle is on 8, you can do repair. Yeah, I can, but there's no guarantee of it. Let's hedge our bets actually. Let's Hyper Beam. You will die. Maybe we draw it. We don't. Amplifying that self-repair is healing 20. Taking 3 with a chance to heal 20 down the line is pretty good. Pretty good. Also, we're in tangent. I think it's worth the risk, and it is risky. Also, it's not taking 3 because I have the extra energy, don't I? Let's do it. Kind of person would be scared of this. Yeah. Heal for 10 or fish for better? I've already gotten rid of one of my holograms, so this is the only one I've got right here. That's pretty bad. Do we keep going round and round, or do we just be satisfied with this? I'll be satisfied with this. As satisfied as I can be, at least. Defend is 16 with hollow. That's fine. Although it does mean that I cannot play the ball lightning that comes back. What a shame. We're not on top of this fight, though. These Darklings keep coming back. Yeah. Well, we're invincible now, at least. Oh, hello, rebound. It's actually quite useful. Rebound the meme cell. Take nothing. They're all coming back. Deliver me from my ignorance. Hyper Beam. Alright, sweet. Might as well set it up to be a little bit better, though. Let's see, you'll do 36 to all. None will survive, so we can just play and play. Just trying to get my ink bottle up as much as one can. And if I knew things were going to go this way, this well, I would have held out for amplifying my self-repair, but oh well. I don't think it's any of these. Sure enough, compile driver draws, and it's an attack to scale my shuriken. But it draws 1 most of the time. I only have 1 frost generator, and this is the only frost generating card we've seen as well. This is never meant to be a frost deck. Scrape works nice with our claw, yeah, and pretty bad with everything else. It's an easy way to discard that aggregate or that apotheosis, so I'm not big on scrape. I think it's a skip. It's not double orb walkers, it's match and keep? Yes, it is, match and keep. Of these 12 cards, 4 of them are curses. 2 pairs of curses, and they could be all 4 the same curse. Could be 4 normalices. So be extra cautious when playing this. I do not want Thunderstrike, but I'll take the risk anyway. Oh, crap. Might be convinced to take Sunder. Might be a little late for a card like Sunder. Especially unupgraded. Might say no to Sunder. I already got Hyper Beam for dealing big damage, and I suppose now I got Thunderstrike. Lucky me. Well, we know where Zap and Sunder are. Stack. Decay. More stack. More decay. These 2 are curses, but it doesn't matter. So, we got a card we didn't really want. I look down upon Thunderstrike mightily. It's pretty good with Strike Dummy, it's pretty good with Snecko Eye, but either way you need to make a lot of Lightning Orbs, which we currently do not. So Electrodynamics, Ball Lightning, Tempest, Static Discharge, you know, all these cards that we either have 1 of or none of. Ah, Transient is a problem. Is it a problem that Transmutation could get us out of? Potentially. Blind is also quite handy for taking apart his massive incoming damage. What random colorless cards would save me here anyway? Nothing comes to mind. I mean, it could give me Apotheosis early. Might actually be blind. It could be 5 blinds. Give me the blind. That hedges my bets, because it's kind of what I want anyway. Ooh, actually I can rebound the blind. But rebinding the vulnerable might be better. Keep him ultra vulnerable for all turns, so rebound, beam cell, strike, strike. We can redraw the beam cell even. I don't know if the draw from Ink Bottle happens before or after beam cell gets shuffled back in, but I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, it draws beforehand, but Cool-Headed draws it, which is quite cool. Headed. I'll take the gain while we're at it, if you don't mind. Okay, this fight has the potential to get very out of control very fast, because Transient is very, very powerful. All the more reason to hologram back the blind, but not before I auto-shield. Creative AI could give me buffer, that would be huge. Could also amplify the creative AI to make it more likely to get that buffer, but then I take a lot of damage on this turn. Clearly we outscale with Claw. So no outdoing the Claw. Brings you down by 9, making you do 28. We'll take 10 of that. That might be worth fishing for buffers. But I was saying that that extra blind could very much come in handy. But you know what? We're going to take the chance. My chance cube. Oh, it does even better than I thought. Wait, maybe less good. Oh, bollocks. That's not the combination we were looking for. Not at all. Okay, Apo, Sweeping Beam. Defrag, Self-Repair. This is not what we're looking for. Alright, Defrag, Based Cognition. Dual cast this for some Mondo-needed defense, please. Get Self-Repair down. We're going to need that healing too. Ow! Well, things get worse before they get better. We might just be dead. Hyper Beam saves the day right now. Yeah, Sunder, return, please. Look at that Thunder Strike dealing 10, maybe even 15 damage for 3 energy. What value? Yeah, I agree. What value? What's coming my way? Hologram is. That's not hologram. Troubling. Very troubling. How do we take care of this? We can survive this turn, but we have 2 turns afterwards to survive. That's what concerns me. Concerns me greatly. Should we have saved hologram for next turn? Maybe. We know that these are 3 of the cards we're drawing. Hologram, defend, defend, with nothing to hologram. So we die next turn unless we have something miraculous come with it. Attacks are better, but geez, this is bad. Yeah, because I skimmed, that's quite right. Ah, but we're intangible next turn, right? That saves our bacon. We'll do the Blarg. Hang on, Heat Sinks allows me to draw with loop and loop. However, just doing that once is going to undo quite a few things for me. I won't have enough energy to Hyper Beam after that. Also Ink Bottle once. Again, that's not good enough. Tell you what. Playing Zap gets me one of those inks. I want to Hyper Beam you regardless. There's no escaping that, so let's do it. We did get the hologram. Right, now things look a little bit more interesting. I think. No, because I only have 2 energy. I shouldn't have done the Hyper Beam. I should have done some kind of 1-cost thing. Because if I hologrammed Skim, played it, and then aggregated, I'd have all the energy ever, but I don't have the energy to do it now. How does it keep making these mistakes? It's unthinkable. Tempted to hologram Skim regardless, just to give myself better options for next turn. Because then hologram's going to be in the draw pile with the other hologram. And more things in the discard? Yeah. If I holo and Skim, I might get a 0-cost card that bails me out. Of course, if that doesn't work out, what is it, 5, 7? I'll be taking 6, I think. I'm going to take the risk here. Hang on, can I even draw that many cards? No, I can only draw 2 cards. Oh god, why do I keep making mistakes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh. Well, it puts everything in the discard pile, right? Could also get myself blind, but that doesn't help out so much. Always trust in the claw. Yeah, it wouldn't help this turn or next. It would help this turn. Curses. Nay easy, nay easy. Maybe if we try Cool-Headed instead of Skim, because we only draw 2. Yeah, if we're only drawing 2 anyway, Cool-Headed is the better one. I'm actually eyeing up Beam Cell just to get the vulnerable on him for another turn. But it wouldn't matter, would it? No, it would. It would make him vulnerable in the final turn, which is the big one. Even so, I'm going Cool-Headed. There we go. Full block. These cards don't matter very much. Oh, machine learning matters a lot. Right, machine learning, Beam Cell, we got this. Draw a ton. Keep him vulnerable. Give myself another Frost Orb. Get loop down. That's a lot better. Play, defend, just increment ink bottle. Alright. This should be a lot more survivable. No guarantees, of course. But that helps a lot. Haha, here's Claw to save us. And Blind. Okay, this ended up working out quite well. Risky, though. Very, very risky. We're not done yet. Play the correct card, please. Electrodynamics isn't really that much damage, truthfully. Could have considered heat sinking with all that machine learning, but now machine learning does nothing and heat sinks doesn't do much. Actually, we have this fight already, don't we? We just hologram back our big blah attack, and then there's nothing to worry about except for figuring out how to increment ourselves. All is well. Alright, that was worrisome, and we still took big damage there, which is of great concern, but a replacement potion and some options. I might actually take this cold snap at this point. We severely lack orb generation. Sure, also attacks are quite nice with shuriken. Given where I am right now, probably the shop. Of course, we know there won't be Lee's waffle there. There might be something else that makes things go considerably better for us. Although this fight could be 10 or more healing. I think I'll go with this anyway. If nothing else, I can ditch this strike. Oh, there are nice things here. Very nice things. I love buffer. And you know what I can afford? I can afford buffer plus card remove. And it is so. Thank you, merchant. Now hopefully that's all I need to take care of. Nemesis. Fight intangible with intangible. We could go one step beyond with a madness. Blind might be the better idea here, because next turn he's likely going to smack us for 45. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, why, thank you, Apotheosis. Why, thank you, Apotheosis, Amplify, Self-Repair. Get that out of our way early. Get the extra draw while the going is good. And the going is rather good. Blind, play dual cast with nothing, and then cold snap with something. Not bad. Now you're intangible, and you'd normally be hitting me for I think 7x3. 5x3 is a lot more manageable. It's not to say I've got great cards here. Can't believe I have 6 energy though. Good old Claw. Could hologram back amplify and amplify the creative AI. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4 of my energy. I wouldn't block so great though. Be blocking 5 and 8 and 3. Actually, I'd be blocking pretty amazingly. Give me that. Ooh, even better. That was very good. Don't often get turns that good. No way of drawing additional stuff here. So get aggregate down, enjoy our blocking, our more blocking. Yeah, just freaking everything, right? Go Thunder Strike, I think. Not bad, we maintain the buffer, so when he does his big 45, we're more than ready for it, and we can get more buffers. Amplifying that creative AI was one of my better ideas, and I've had a lot of good ones. We could even hollow, amplify, buffer, and now we have 3 layers of buffer on this fool. It'll be very, very hard for him to do anything grim against us. Going to rebound the beam cell so we can maintain vulnerable on him for longer, and then play a card because I have the power. Seeded run, LOL. We've had to fight for a lot of what we have right now. Coming in for another multi-attack that he can't do really diddly against us for. Get the beam cell down, get the buffer down with even more buffering this time, although heat sinks ensures that we draw when we do. Wish I had more holograms to bring back more awesome cards like Amplify, but I don't have it. Hello, Thunderstrike. He's not really hurting us at all, is he? Let's just make sure we do some actual damage. At least insofar as we can. There's my hologram. Having the loop ready on the electricity when he's like that's probably not a great idea, but you know what? It's my idea. And it's suddenly not a very great idea. Okay, well, never mind that. Keep him weak. Just get even more powers. We're not afraid of anything. Not playing Hyper Beam. Again, just often treat Hyper Beam as the curse card that it is. Especially more drawn-out fights. Wonder what I'll play this turn. The options are so many. Life is good. Just need to care about incrementing that. Yeah, well, he's already dead, isn't he? So just do whatever. Anything free? Zap is free. Oh, but Zap kills you. All that buffer and we didn't even need it. How many layers of buffer are we on? I think that was 5. We can no longer become frail. Not usually a great blessing for the defect. Gonna ditch the blessing of the forge. Speaking of blessings though, Gambler's Brew is a much bigger blessing. Ooh, boot sequence. I was eyeing you up earlier. Not sure I want to use one of my first cards on you, but that'd be very handy against the heart. Static Discharge with Thunderstrike could become very funny very fast. Could. The trouble is, with no way to mitigate some of the incoming damage, that could just be pretty bad for me. Less chance of upgrade card being in the first draw with boot. Yeah, Apotheosis is less likely that way. It's a very good block card, though. Static is so good. Yeah, if I had something like Tungsten Rod, does work well with Intangible. If I can line up Intangible with the Heart, this could be a win condition against the Heart. Because not only will it unload a whole load of lightning, it will beef up my Thunderstrike to suddenly do somewhere in the region of 100 to 150 damage. But I'm not sold on it. See, if I really want that, Creative AI can make it. Might want the boot sequence. Because there's nothing saying I have to play this in the first turn. I can hologram it for some good block. Tricky. I think I will take the boot sequence. At least we get some healing here. We'll take the opportunity to recall. Full health is good health. I do feel like we can smash elites, so I have little reason not to take on more of them, and I could certainly do with some more relic power the way this is all going. I cannot take this relic no matter how good it is. Uh-oh. Turn 1 Apotheosis, but I'd have to pay full cost for it. Might be worth it, though. Better than Mayhem. A lot better than Mayhem. Give me that as an option, please. Oh, well, Isn't that sweet? Okay, we can make this work, though. Apotheosis, aggregate. Hope that I draw something good with what I'm playing here. Bollocks Lightning, streamline you out of the picture. Draw me something good, please. Apotheosis. That's something. I'm not sure it's good, though. Those give you wounds whether or not they hurt you. And then this is the big deadly turn that you need to be ready for. And I'm not convinced we're ready. Not at all. Sweeping Beam is going to need to do some heavy lifting right now. I might actually use the Flex Potion just so Sweeping Beam hits harder. Depends what it draws. Depends heavily what it draws. There is also Gambler's Brew. I'm not afraid of using both of my potions in this fight. Reptomancer is scary, scary stuff. Let's see... Let's give this a go first. What's in the box? Defrag is in the box. Now, this doesn't save me. I need a better answer than this. I might throw it all away in the hopes to grab Hyper Beam. That's a lot of chancing, though. It's not like we don't have some options here with the likes of Claw to kill one of them. Because I could still brick, defend, Ascender's Bane, loop, much of the powers. Let's at least have that 25 not be an issue. The thing is, auto shields blocks pretty well as well, so I've got little reason not to just play that. But yeah, I will take the risk on these guys. Cool-headed. Well, it kills off more of these things, which is good. So let's not look at any... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, that was just sweet and a half. 8, 3, 11. I'm very tempted to rebound the Amplify. But it comes at the cost of a little bit too much damage. So I think it's just defend, defend, rebound. Zippity zap. Okay. Turn 2 on Repto is one of the scariest turns in the entire game. Turn 2 against Spear and Shield is also terrifying. There's a lot of terrifying things in this game. It's funny, that. Right, get that down while the going is good. This buffer might be used right now. I think this buffer will be used right now. Strike them, even Thunder Strike them, simply because it buffs up my strength. And then hope for some big hits right now and hope that she resummons. She doesn't, but we don't really care because we're a ghost. Get that self-repair out of my face. Well, life is good-ish. Watch this. Hyper Beam, go. Hologram, go. Bring me Aggregate. Aggregate, give me every energy. Thank you kindly. Get based, get attacking. Done like dinner. That did cost me both of my potions though, so don't consider that a clean win. I certainly don't. What were we just talking about getting? Peace Pipe. My final strike is boned, and that means going to a rest site is no longer such a bad thing. We could get rid of Strike, we could get rid of, frankly, Zap. Zap Brannigan does not do a lot for me. Reprogram Plus, lose focus, but I like focus. 2 strength, 2 dexterity, yet I don't think this deck makes it through. It doesn't focus on any one thing strong enough. It tries to do orbs, it tries to block, it tries to do physical damage, and it's not going to be able to do any of those things particularly well. Not unless I get some amazing cards towards the end here. Reprogramming with Panacea. Panacea is not a permanent addition to the deck, though. Panacea came through Toolbox. If you throw Zap, maybe throw out Thunderstrike too. Yeah, but Thunderstrike could... No, Thunderstrike's not going to work. Thunderstrike's actually one of the better things to toke, isn't it? Could genuinely go for either of these. Even Darkness isn't that bad. I have a lot of energy, not a lot of ways to spend it. The deck's also getting quite fat, so the stack isn't that bad anymore. I don't know, I don't feel like this deck can handle pivoting into reprogram stuff. You need to be ready with that. I'd really like a Glacier, but we haven't seen a single one. Actually, think of all these, it might be a skip. Can't have this no matter how good it is, and it's really good, but goodbye, Pen Nib. I need the Sapphire Key. We always play for the heart. This won't be Reptomancer, which is a good enough reason to go for it. Giant Head is slow enough that we can work up through the likes of Creative AI and Looping, getting Apotheosis down to the like. Nemesis we already fought. He wasn't too tough, right? I don't remember him being too tough. Well, we're gonna get reschooled on that one. Well, these are pretty bad. Let's re-roll with Jack of all trades. If nothing else, it's an additional ink bottle. Oh, what is the apotheosis of Jack of all trades? I think it's this colorless card becomes free, right? Cost isn't a question here, so I'll Apo whatever comes out of it instead. I was going to say it better not be Apo. It's Swift Strike. Okay. Okay, not bad. Certainly happy about boot sequence these days. Get the meme cell, get the striking going, defrag. Yeah, I need the booting and the sequencing. No good setup there, but I got Apotheosis down, so can one truly be mad about that? No draw to be had. I'm probably best hologramming the beam cell. Maybe rebound the hologram. Do love hologram. Ah, yes, of course. Well, if you love it so much. That Thunderstrike does nothing. If I had a recycle, it would be a lot nicer, wouldn't it? Alright, well, let's maintain a bit of defense while the going remains tough. The tough remain going. Wait, isn't that just a million burns? What is he even doing against me? Creative AI is here. Unfortunately, so is a ton of damage. Dual cast, holo dual cast? Is there any better defense than that? None that I can see. Holo is an idea. Holo until I can block as much as possible, but I think I need creative AI down, or else I'm in trouble. Creative AI, dual cast, holo, 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 holo. Dual cast is free, right? Okay, so holo, 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 dual cast. Draw card I can't play. Ah, really good card as well. Damn, that could have solved my problems. Ah. And both my holograms are gone as well. Oh, but here's Buffer to help me out. Okay. God is good. Excuse me, I'm allergic to Nemesis. Hope he's allergic to me. Amplify, self-repair, loop. Don't even bother with auto shields, because Cool-Headed will do all of the blocking. Skim, you say? Perhaps I was a little hasty earlier on. Making Streamline cheaper is an idea, skimming is an idea. Hyper Beam while you are... Nah, that drains me a little bit too much. I think I need this thing to be cheaper. Not great. Our deck is way too slow. Certainly way too slow for A20. We're also quite dependent on our good friend Creative AI making good powers and being playable and a lot of other things that it's very often not. We've had our intangible turn. Basically, not a great day to be the Defect. Oh, Spire time. Absolutely tanked an Iron Shad run. Tanked it to the face, or you did it somehow quite well? Oh, wow. Aggregate is infinite energy, but there's nothing to use it on. This might be the very painful double defend, although we've already got a lot of defense here. Just double the zap, even. Zap, zap. It evokes the Frost Orb. And it does slightly more damage than many of the other things. Also allows Thunderstrike to do some damage. We like that, right? Some damage. Okay, that helps slightly more. Incredible. Yeah, at least I got a ton of energy, and I think I was worried about draw issues. Oh boy, now I'm worried about other issues. We need to draw from Sweeping Beam, pretty please. And it needs to be good. No. No, where'd all these burns come from? Who would believe? Okay, this has become a problem. Why is it such a problem? Because my buffer will only block 1 damage, and then I suffer, and suffer a lot more. Observe. Block 1, take 2, take 2, take 7, 7, 7. Everything hurts. Fortunately, we were smart enough to put down Super Repair Job, So we will come out of this laughing. Well, I'm certainly going to be laughing. Ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha-ha! Full health letter opener, a great find. Recycle, I was just talking about wanting one of those. The trouble is it's even more energy for a deck that needs draw, not energy. So I actually think I have to turn down all of this. Grim. Although recycle can scale your deck by trimming down the fat. No, what I need is draw. More skimming, more hologramming, more deck manipulation. Hello, Maw. Master strategy is never bad. The rest of these not so hot, so master strat it is. And immediately see what's inside. Well, there's skim. Would fill up my hand. Sure. Might be aggregate. Also might be no aggregate. Get creative AI down, do the claw thing. Get self-repair out of my face? Maybe, but I think not. I hit you with this instead so that I can enjoy having one frost orb. If only we had the boot. Yeah, the boot messes up Nemesis. No frailty, courtesy of the turnip, but we're still weakened. But now we are invincible. Hey, creative AI made creative AI. Please make more creative AIs. Hologram. Holo something free. That'll then draw one with ink bottle, which might be undesirable. So I won't. How much value has that meme claw been again? Virtually none. It's been pretty terrible. But that's okay. Clearly I'm too good at the game, and what I needed was something to make my life a little harder. Was that aggregate there the whole time and I didn't notice? No, it got drawn with cool-headed. Fine. Could have had letter opener value, but I'd rather have my frost orb be looped for extra block. Is that necessary? Well, maybe. There's amplify. Amplify a lot of looping. Where's my defrag? Where's my buffer? Ah, they're both available with cool-headed. That's quite convenient. Observe. Bring it in, amplify it, block 4 instances of damage, have a gazillion focus, draw more, cease having problems with the Maw. Because I think he only single hits, so boo-hoo. Also, based. However, I want my amplify back. This is not my amplify. This is not my beautiful life. Not particularly worried about the focus down when I have this much focus and the ability to make more as we go along, so do not worry about such things, for I do not. Just get that out of my way so I don't redraw it. This is what I mean, we are so slow. It's turn 6, we haven't even been able to do 100 damage. A good benchmark is that by early Act 2, you should be able to do 100 damage in 3 turns. The reason that's a big benchmark is because in 3 turns, the Chosen starts murdering you, so you want to be able to murder them in kind. Probably should have played heat sinks before that so I could draw better. Oh, okay, well this doesn't matter because I'm not going to take damage in this fight. Famous last words, I am sure. Do you identify as a gamer? Well, I do play a ton of games. But I'm not one for labels. Draw more of no great value. Maybe I should just start blasting this guy, but then away goes all my beloved focus. I do love the blasting, though. I do love the blasting. I think I had Beam Sail there. Probably should have played that first. But hey, as a man with endless amounts of buffer, do I really worry about what the Maw does? So when we get scaling pretty damn well. It's just getting that far seems to be a little troublesome for us. Oh, I've made a terrible mistake here. Well, not really. I was idling on my incense burner, which I probably shouldn't have been doing. But of course we can just do things forever. We're under no great time pressure here. I suppose the lightning orbs were time pressure. Cool-headed, plus, definitely taking that. It's draw for a deck that needs draw. For a deck that has draw. Do I change course? I can, instead of taking a fight, take a toke. Toking is good. Do toking. Also healing that I didn't need, but getting rid of strike is good. Getting rid of thunder strike... Strike is more useful than Thunderstrike. That's what's bothering me here. Thunderstrike is hard to play. It's just if I miraculously make 1,000,000 Thunder Orbs, I'm going to wish I had Thunderstrike. I think I will actually get rid of the strike instead. Keep the pretty much curse card that we have. Oh, hello. Turn 1 Apotheosis. Only 11 incoming, and we have boot sequence. Yeah, sure. Surely sure. Loop, boot sequence. Certainly don't want to take that damage, but the hologram is of little value here. But it's not of no value. Dual cast, hologram, dual cast, dual cast. If nothing else, it's Stink Bottle. Exploder's got to go, or else he becomes the bomb after a few turns. This is the bomb as well. This is pretty bad. Just shy on the damage to kill you. This will hurt. Creative AI or Streamline. Or ignore the loop. Loop's a stupid card anyway. It's okay, self-repair will do this in for me. Steiner's Brigade will arrive. No frailty. I think I looked down on the turnip more than I should. It's probably because it's a rare relic, and when you think rare, you think of getting something amazing. And then that comes around, and it's just whatever the opposite of amazing is. Life is bad. Amplify, Storm, Defend, Defend. Probably not better than just playing Ball Lightning, Defend, Defend. Life is still painful. Oh, of course, I can still play more. It's okay, self-repair can still save us. Especially when Buffer is there to help out as well. I do love Buffer. Could amplify the self-repair just in case things get a little awkward. The problem with that is I'd rather amplify my Buffer. Don't have the power to do everything. No aggregation. Could draw aggregation. Let's just stay in the fight. Actually, I can do both, can't I? Yeah. There was never any concern here. Why would there be concern? Not only that, we didn't even need the buffer. So everything is good. Just kindly asking Creative AI for an early storm for the Thunderstrike. Yeah, I guess I'm not very grateful, am I? Pretty hard to do much against this. Yeah, our deck is so slow. Kind of unreal how slow we are. This must be how Lucky feels all the time. Yeah, there's a Storm back. And my free Zap. I guess Zap is a little harder to part with since I have Apotheosis. So at least it's a zero-cost card that I can play. But again, it's more the question of draw at this point. Only one on Incense Burner, but we have another fight before Donu Deca. Incense Burner on 3, 4, 5 should all be fine for Donu Deca. Because they scale up, and they scale up fast and hard. It's very unfortunate. Blah! A potion. Feels like it's been an eternity since we've seen a potion. A steam barrier. No, not enough output. What about the static discharge pre-upgraded? Yes, now I would consider yes. Given that we have not found many good ways of handling, well, anything, and we have the Incense Burner, and we didn't get rid of Thunderstrike, I think I can finally say yes to this card. Just because I'm very, very low on options right now. Panache. Panache should actually be possible here. 10 damage all enemies, multi-enemy fight. Could get behind that. Yeah, stat against the heart is very funny in a lot of ways. Ooh, maybe can't do this. Aggregate always helps matters. Ink bottle, you might need to do a bit of carrying here. That's not the carrying I'm looking for. But why didn't I play Panache first? For some reason I just took it for granted it would do what I needed to do. Oh well, wouldn't have made a difference in this though. We're still taking unpleasant levels of damage, so I'd love to amplify my you-know-what. What's our spiker solution? Is it to kill them with powers? Because that's about all I've got. Also, you're gonna hurt me this turn if I don't kill you. Where's that Sunder I should have picked up ages ago? Streamline is as good. Random enemy, of course. Life is still bad, by the way. Life is still very bad. Biased, help me out. Ah, buffer, of course. Okay, we're not done yet, but I need Amplify with an upgraded self-repair on the double. Is there anything worth hologramming back here? Only if it's 0 cost, which I suppose would be Beam Cell. At least I'm intangible this turn coming. Lightning orbs kill the spikers. Yep, just tell me how I get those lightning orbs and I'll get right on top of them. Ooh, this is pretty bad. Yeah, I could amplify self-repair, but I'd rather amplify a self-repair that's been smacked with Apotheosis already. Life is still bad, though. I know there's bias, but there's also loop. Okay, I'm holding out for quite a lot here in order to get Apotheosis down and Amplify and the other thing, but there's Apotheosis at least. Sadly, no double hologram for what I need here. Next card, next draw looks pretty sad. Auto shields, but loop on that is also quite good. This is also quite good. Yeah, there's no real need to concern ourselves, surely. Not when the claw is on the case. I've never worried in my life. Why start now? We're on a bit of a timer, though. Echo form should help out, though. Shame I can't echo. Okay, well, on the plus side, we're losing four focus a turn. I'm pretty sure that's a good sign. There's my Amplify, but there is not my self-repair. This is becoming a problem. Now I'm asking self-repair to draw swiftly and with a hologram so I can get Amplify. Or we just kind of wait. Waiting is fine too. Electro just kills. Yeah, but I don't want to kill. I need to heal. I need to heal pretty badly. I need that self-repair for that to happen. I haven't seen Buffer. Wait, maybe I have and I just didn't click on it, but yeah, Buffer would be handy. Yeah, because I run into situations like this. Fortunately, there's Defend with my name on it. You sure are making me work for you, self-repair. When in doubt, echo the echo. Yeah, I can't heal at rest sites, but I do have Eternal Feather, so this might be considered a little unnecessary, but there we go. I just really want to be at full health whenever possible. Just ends up making my life that much easier. But how do I kill you right now? I seem to have missed that slight aspect of the run. Oh, right, that's how we kill you, of course. We just kill you with Peace Pipe. Don't use the claw, actually. It hurts. It's quite a bit. Surely with negative 17 focus, we have your number. Just a little bit more. There we go, and away you go. Alright, full health, full potions, full of crap. I don't think I want these. Although I gotta say, the cold snap does tempt me just to get more frost going. It doesn't have a plus on it, but I'm pretty desperate for orbs. Sure, I don't like it. It really, really fattens my deck, and my deck could do with less fat. Recursion is free. That's probably better. Uses an orb and brings it back, but really with frost and electric, that's not really what I'm looking for. I guess it's kind of block, kind of damage. It's also kind of crummy. Maybe even leap. Just have a better block card on hand. Yeah, I'm taking that leap. 12 block, 1 energy is nay too shabby. And now we can toke away... Not an easy choice, this, actually. Tell you what, you think about what we toke away. I need a swift water break. I'll be back momentarily. Okay, now there's the excellent point. Claw has done its duty, it's time to go. What was Claw's duty? What did it achieve? Well, we've enjoyed having you around for the run, Claw, but goodbye. It's good for shuriken procs. Yeah, but the shuriken procs don't really do much for us anyway. Be gone, Claw. For Claw is not draw. Well... oh, I should have thought a little bit more about my incense burner. I didn't set it up so well. 2 isn't so great. It'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. But we are slow to pivot up, so maybe blocking that turn will be good for us. Deck is now doomed. I think it was doomed with or without the claw. Let's do our best. How do we do our best, though? 3 random free attacks. That could be 3 claws. Random colorless card into your hand. I mean, maybe. Thinking ahead, if nothing else, is draw 2. Nothing wrong with draw 2. I don't think it's magnetism. That's just deck clog. Starting to wish I'd taken magnetism. Alright, what's that draw 2? With the skim, we might be able to make something happen here as well. Well, thinking ahead really does not add any value here at all. It was essentially just draw 1, wasn't it? Alright, well, what's the skim got for me? Hopefully lots of good goodies. Amplifying loop ain't bad, but as is often the case, I would really like to get my hands on Apotheosis as soon as possible. So to that end, we draw. We draw as much as we can. Do I rebound the cool-headed? Not yet. Ugh. Do I bring back the, do I bring back Skim? think what I do is I auto-shields. Potentially even rebound that auto-shields for a better block next turn. No, because I'm probably going to put loop down. I don't think I want that. Get auto-shields down, amplify the loop. And then probably boot sequence to take nothing. Defend is blocking 23, taking 1. Taking 1 is okay. I'll save the boot sequence for a later date. Alright. I can be satisfied-ish with this. Not thrilled. We have the energy potion, but, you know, we got 2 bosses to fight here. It's a gauntlet after all. Okay, well, definitely Apotheosis Creative AI, leaving with 3 energy. What's in the beam? What's in the box? Ugh. It doesn't get much better, does it? Okay, well, too bad. I guess it's just Frost O'Clock. Shuriken proc. Eat the pain. Wish I had set up my incense burner better. We survive this turn, we get a free turn afterwards. Ooh, Echo Form is here. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to amplify right here, especially that Echo Form, but of course we don't have Hologram. We could get Hologram, potentially. Okay. I will survive. Definitely Echo Form. Probably Buffer. Buffer saves quite a bit right now. Well, does it though? Saves me 4 compared to playing Defend. Yeah, the fight just got a lot better thanks to that. Buffer also saves me going further forward. I probably just want that buffer down massively. Loop Plus is cool too, but not quite as cool as just saying no to taking damage. No damage is good damage as far as I'm concerned. But this fight scales out of control, so you really got to take care of it. This isn't taking care of it. This is getting me Bump Kiss. Okay, I can hologram amplify with any other power. Actually, I can just hologram amplify with a power and potentially draw defrag. First of all, though, I do... Oh, I can draw Skim. Yeah, because Skim into Aggregate makes this suddenly become a pretty long turn. Alright, give me that Amplify. Give me that Skim. Drawing Dual Cast is fine. Definitely get Amplify down. I need some space here. Get that Meme Cell down. Streamline drawing 4, as long as I have space for 4, makes this very, very cool. Now Aggregate rather will give me all the everything. And we get defragging. Also, it's a shame Skim is here, but maybe someday we'll find some way to bring it back. But yes, loads of focus is good focus. How about static discharging? Not really the power of all powers there, but whatever, it's a good way to make things start going my way if they start going badly. I can draw a bit with you. Ah! What was I just talking about? I believe I mentioned bringing back Skim. Cool-headed draws, but not... It draws. The question is, can I use the draw? The answer is probably no. Might be hologram. Might be another loop. Oh, wow. Oh, they're going to have an unpleasant turn next turn. Although I can have all of the block next turn if I instead dual cast this right now. I think I'd rather have all of the block. It's imperative that I dual cast the self-repair by whatever measure. Oh, Echoing Echo is also brilliant. Now my first 3 cards are doubled, and for some reason that doesn't drain the Echo, so we still get to double 2 more right now. It's a shame I don't have much worth doubling, but... I don't know if this works, but if I rebound Beam Cell, will we see that Beam Cell again? Well, we'll see one of them again. Good enough. Come back to me, Beam Cell. I want this guy to really feel the burn. I know I don't. These particular bosses look so edible. Yeah, well, there's an achievement for feasting on Donu. Oh my. Okay, amplify. Amplify buffer. Buffer, 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 draw. Yes. Yes, please. I will have all of the everything, please. But now what? 28, 38, 40... No, I've got perfect block right now. That streamline would look even juicier if it was free line. Yeah, you're kind of looking down on an awkwardly shaped Toblerone. Okay, maybe that is a bit of a stretch. Right, how about we just never take damage ever again? Sounds good to me. Thunderstrike doing all that no damage. Wait, that was probably a bad idea. There goes all of my focus now. That was probably a very bad idea, come to think of it. Good thing I have all of this buffer, but it does say I need to do damage on deck pretty fast before it all goes away. We'll be fine. Besides, we'll have Incense Burner set up, no doubt. Maybe not with turns like this. Draw me a card, please. How sad. You get out of here. Draw me something. All of you get out of here. Well, at least it's still kind of doing damage, and we're not getting rid of all those buffers just yet. How quaint. Let's ensure this fight never gets out of hand. Doesn't really matter what I bring in, just get the damage going. Smack that guy, take all of the energy. Do I actually want Incense Burner set up for the first turn? Does mean I can act with impunity against the Awakened one, and sometimes the Time Eater does smack you turn 1. But that means I need to kill you right now. These are not killing cards, are they? I guess they could be considered killing cards. Get you out of my face. Thunderstrike! In my moment of need! Thunderstrike takes strength gain magnificently well. If only I made thunder. It is Time Eater, but is he hitting us turn 1? Yes, he is. Okay, thank you, Incense Burner. Now what do we do? Exhaust garbage. 3 random 0-cost skills. I mean, I guess so, but there might be garbage skills. Well, they're 0 for the entire combat, so let's just have some faith, shall we? Ooh, what's the upgraded Chrysalis? Probably better to get these 0-cost cards and then upgrade them with Apotheosis, but I do wonder what this thing is upgraded. There's no way of checking right now. It's 5 skills. Now, I'd rather have 3 upgraded than 5 non-upgraded. So, smack that down. Consume! Damn, that would almost be good. Creative AI to outscale this fool. Take 3 damage? I guess that's fine. Or we just boot sequence. To avoid 3 damage? I don't think so. Remember, you've got to work around Time Warp. What's in the cool-headed first? Defrag and loop. Oh, defrag, loop. This is already very much under control. Do I go zap? One of the problems is these are the only orb slots I get, so it's probably best to fill them with super juiced frost orbs. So get all of the looping, all of the gaining of focus possible. Do not play biased cognition. Yes, that's the most important thing in this fight. So more loops, more focus, none of this other stuff. Oh yeah, more frost orbs, of course. Ooh, hologram. Depending on what's in white noise, I might really want this hologram. Also, might really want amplify back. Wait, wasn't that the whole thing I was looking at? Yeah, probably. Certainly don't want to eat 12 by 3, though. No, not streamline. We don't win this fight by dealing damage to Time Eater. We win this fight by making sure Time Eater can never hurt us. This better be good, man. That's not what I had in mind. I need frost orbs, not electric orbs. Bit of a shame. We sure we can't do better? Almost tempted by Consume. Almost, but only having 2 orb slots is a little too deadly for me. I think I'd rather just have the orb slots do a lot of work for me. Rebound, hologram, cool-headed. Consume with loop, though. Yeah, more likely to get a capacitor as well. Alright, I am convinced we will consume hologram cool-headed. Plus, and we won't be able to use the draw. We need these to say, 25 on them, not 9. Although we also just need the oh yeah, loop. Loop works as well. Loop works fantastically well. I don't mind playing the self-repair early, but just in case things go awry, I won't. So instead, I loop, machine learn, cold snap, draw a little bit more. Oh man. Buffer plus. Yeah, just hold on to that for later. We're fine. The whole point of this fight in my eyes is just to get to the point where Time Eater cannot hurt me, and then I just choose how to hurt him. That is something that Defect can uniquely do, because he can get passive effects without playing cards. None of the other characters can achieve it quite to the same degree. Yeah, we don't consume again, though. It is possible to go down to 0 orbs. That's a little less fun and funny for us. Yeah, also don't play anything that generates orbs that aren't made of frost, because that's what we're looking for right now. It's perfectly okay to just pass a turn as well, which is what I'm doing right now. Because the only way that Time Eater scales is by giving himself strength by you playing cards. I suppose technically he scales by giving you... well, he hasn't done it yet, has he? But he can give you slimes, and that's kind of scaling for him. Hey, there's that capacitor we were after. Now, where's that amplify I want? I'm not going to hold out for it. We'll just play this while the going is good. 9 and 9, 18, 40. Yeah, so we block this, no problem. There's no reason to play anything else, so we wait. You can't hurt me. I'm unhurtable. There's defrag, which again I'd love to amplify, but whatever. More is better. There's an argument for making Streamline cheaper. I will buy that argument. Lightning would scale as well, yes, but the primary objective here is to make sure that I cannot be hurt. And I gotta say we're achieving that quite well. That means no bias cognition, because then suddenly I'm on a timer for keeping my focus high. But yes, loops, defrags, amplifying anything, including the self-repair. And this is more of a just in case I somehow take damage sort of affair. There's nothing to bring back with hologram. Why is it 0 cost? Oh, were you made by Chrysalis? Crystallis. Chrysalis. I think you were. Very nice of you. Oh, I only have 1 card to play. Whoops. Oh well, might as well be that defrag. Although it could be cool-headed for more frost. More frost, more better, as I like to say. Oh damn, I want to play quite a lot of cards. I should have time warped. But I didn't. There we go, just getting that super loop down helps out an ungodly amount. Smack you with that, improve my draw, don't take static discharge, as cool as it might seem. Do consume a little bit. Don't consume more, though. Yes, I'm blocking about 50 odd, and I've got a load of buffer here. There's really no risk anymore. So now I can start stacking some lightning on the back and just chipping away at this guy. What I should absolutely do, though, is make sure that my incense burner is set up for turn 2. That means make sure incense burner is on 4 when we finish the fight. That way it's 5 when we enter Spear and Shield, 6 when they do their super deadly turn 2. And it is super deadly. Let's get more powers on the go, because more power is more better. More power is more better. And we'll give you Time Warp. Yeah, we're there. We cannot be even injured in this fight, let alone anything else. Remember when we saw calipers earlier on, and I thought, calipers normally good, but not going to help me. Well, it was the right decision not to get those calipers, because buying those calipers then was a great way to get myself killed shortly after buying them. But in situations like this, I'm going to think, damn, I wish I had my calipers, huh? Well, you are just absolutely freaking toast, man. What are you even meant to do? I've not even filled up these orb slots. Jesus. I feel sorry for him. I shouldn't, but I do. Just playing with my food here, but I need to be a little bit careful. I can't just get a million lightning orbs and kill him, right? It's imperative that that incense burner says what I need it to say. So I should think a little bit about what I'm doing here. Let's just take a lot of buffers, you know, just in case. I think the best thing that I can do is make this lightning orb super strong and then bring it up to the front so it just loops him to death. That's an idea. Just trying to think of the most controlled way I have of killing Time Eater. He can only heal once after all. But you know, one thing he's not going to be doing is hurting me. Also, no matter what, you cannot play this extra card. He will Time Warp steal the defrag, so I don't get to super focus. Consume them all. That'd be tricky. We do have a consume, but my deck is getting fattened up with loads of cards. Oh, there's another idea. Thunderstrike. Yeah, we could somehow make Thunderstrike incredibly powerful. If I miss this and I don't end up with Incense Burner on 4, I'm in a lot of trouble, so I need to be careful, right? Really careful. Are we truly... Yeah, we are truly safe. We block 190 at the start of each turn, observe. He can only scale up when we play cards. We'd have to play a lot of wasted cards for that to amount to anything real. I think I should bring him down to his healing phase, so at least I have a more controlled environment. So what I'm looking for is dual cast, because I want to dual cast, dual cast, dual cast. And that will ruin his little day. Ah, there's dual cast. Dual cast, dual cast. This is a bit of a problem though, because I can't hollow dual cast. Ah, but Ball Lightning could help him out there. We're on 4 right now, but that means next turn would be him dying to this thing going mental. So let's hold off a little bit, shall we? Do not do that. My orb capacity has been met. Yeah, actually having 5 loads of Echo Form could do me in here. Could. Anything's possible. Could also fill this up with Frost Orbs. That's a way to push this thing forward without relying on dual cast. Probably a better idea, huh? Probably. The thing is, we're in control of the fight, so do not let that control go for any good reason. What if we played 1,000,000 Electrodynamics? Surely that would give us control. Poor food never stood a chance. Yeah, so ideally in this turn I'd get rid of this Frost Orb, but I don't have a good way of doing that, not that I can think of. Alternatively, I go all out on just dealing damage to him. Gotta keep in mind, this Lightning Orb does keep chipping away at him as well. What are my options regarding smacking him right now, if I indeed have any? Because I want him dead next turn. That's the important thing right here. You know, if I can line it up for next turn, that is. Hyper Beaming does 40, 40, and 24. Well, not quite. This might be a good way to do it, actually. Hyper Beam, kill him next turn. Because let me think, that's 40, and then I will deal less than 20 to him. How much less than 20? No, that'll still kill him, won't it? No, I think we'll be fine. 40 and 40. Yeah, because he's got 106, and that's with the vulnerable. Alright, I'll take a chance on this. Need to kill him in not many shots next turn, though. Should I time warp him right now, then? I think I will, just in case, because I could see a few ways things go bad next turn. Play based cognition. Play based cognition. He steals it. We're on turn 4. I need him to die right now, and he will, because the Lightning Orb will kill him, no matter what I do. But if I'm going to do whatever I want, might as well tenderize him. Play cards to increment my ink bottle. That is actually quite important. And then put him out of his misery. Alright, there we go. I did just about everything I could to make sure things are as perfect for Spear and Shield as possible, because again, we have a very slow deck. It might look powerful, but that's only when it finally takes off. And that's hard to make happen. I've got a lot of fat to dig through, and it's not very good fat either. Ink bottle is one shy of being optimal. I reckon 4 is the best for Incense Burner here. Let's go! The heart is dying of boredom. I'm sure he's not the only one. We unleash 2084 damage. And we wonder, have we been here before? Nah, surely not. Alright, well, we get the full health, not that we needed it, and we have the opportunity to toke one more card. Fusion Hammer stops us from smithing, Coffee Dripper stops us from resting, and that has not been a problem all game. However, what is worth losing? Is it finally time to say goodbye to Thunderstrike, or do we think it could help us in our final hour? The funny thing is, I must toke. I don't have an option not to toke. The basic defends are quite good. I don't want to get rid of them. They block for 8, and blocking is very important against the heart. I still think Zap is worth getting rid of. Unlike Ball Lightning, it does not increment my Shuriken. Then again, Zap increments my pen, what's this called? Letter Opener. It's actually hard to think which of these I want to get rid of. Thunderstrike is bad against the heart. What with the damage limit? If it's dealing damage limit, then I'm happy to have Thunderstrike on my deck. Are you going to want to play Hyper Beam? That's an excellent question. We could get rid of Hyper Beam right now. It's no use at all against the heart, and it's a very limited use against Spear and Shield. I feel really bad toking Hyper Beam after everything it's done for us. But it is pretty much useless now. Huh, they didn't change the beta art much at all. They just lined it up with the game's art style. Cool. That's how you know you've done a good job, when people can't even improve upon it. Leap, because of all your frosts. No. You cannot rely on frost as your only solution to block against the heart. You can rely on frost with a bajillion loop, but how do you set that up? You need block cards against the heart. Yeah, sorry, Hyper Beam, you've got to go. Smoke the beam. Gotta give it a good send-off. Yeah, I suppose, you know, it's earned early retirement. Bye, Hyper Beam. I'm gonna be so unhappy if I reach a point where I'm gonna die to the Spear and Shield unless I Hyper Beam them. Alright, we have not unreasonable money. Can't buy a relic. Well, maybe if it's super low in cost. It's super low rolled in cost! We could get a whetstone. The cost range for a common relic is 157 to 173, so good job us. Shame it's the whetstone. Don't want a whetstone. Do I want a meteor strike? Not without a Snecko Eye. Do I want glacier? Yes, yes, and more yes. Do I want an all-sail loop? Probably. Super looping plus frost is a great way to deal with a heart. Somewhat regrettably, I cannot afford Glacier Loop card remove, but since I was struggling to find a card to remove anyway, I think it's just Loop Glacier. This speed potion kind of blows. I'd be happy to trade it for another potion, but of course I can't afford that. You have creative for loop. You need to lean up. Yeah, but what is there to lean out of this deck? Even self-repair is still useful if I get boned in the Spear and Shield, and I might very well. Enlightenment. We don't have that many heavy cards, though. What do we have? Thunderstrike? Buffer? Buffer's a one-play card. I don't think it's Enlightenment. Enlightenment is bulking us up. I think it's Glacier, for sure. It's never not Glacier, right? Then the question is it loop or remove? Loop is good, but I already have 2 loops. And loop is very good, but it's amazing when upgraded. Not many cards double in output when upgraded, but loop certainly does. Dual cast is pretty bad. You are right about that. Dual cast is pretty bad. You'd think having loop down 4 times, but that's an ideal. I mean, Orrery wasn't too shabby either, but yeah, let's get the loop going. Believe in the power of the loop, because my block game isn't that good anyway. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We don't deal with the heart at all if we don't deal with the entourage. Enter Spear, enter Shield. Enter the Hand of Greed! No. Flash of Steel's alright. You need all the draw you can get early on. And essentially it's thinking ahead, but potentially procs Shuriken. Yeah, I'll take that Flash of Steel if you don't mind. Glacier's up. Buffer is up. Unfortunately, this rude chap right here is attacking turn 1. I really hoped he would attack turn 2. But with my block game, I'm actually quite happy about this setup here. Glacier boot sequence already blocks for 22. That's pretty good. We should see what's in the box, though. I think turning around negates a bit more damage. Did that go down or up? Pay attention, let me think. You gained 6 and you lost 7, so it went down a little bit. Okay, this is alright. Should really check what's in the sweeping beam. It might be apotheosis. Can I still do everything if I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. Not bad. Problematic in its own way, but not bad. Glacier defrag, just to block as much as possible. Boot sequence, of course. Now we're blocking 28. Buffer would ensure that I take no damage at all. However, getting loops down will certainly aid this fight overall. Self-repair will heal whatever's coming in, so I think it's better just to get the loops down. Loop-de-loop. Take your medicine, take your focus down. Maybe I should have remembered that. Now this is why I set up Intangible on this turn, and this is why I was kind of anal about the whole thing. You draw 3 cards on turn 2 against Spear and Shield. So normally that means by turn 2 you have seen 8 cards of your deck. 8 cards out of 34, yeah, good luck getting those must-play cards down in that time. Because after Ascension 18, I believe it is, these burns go on the top of your deck. It's a whole load of poop. And I'd be taking a lot of damage here if I were not intangible. But I am intangible. I don't even think I want to rebound this streamline. It's more important to get down to better cards. So just defend. Might be better off taking out Spire Shield first, all things considered. He seems a little easier to kill. Then again, no, it's almost always Spire Spear. Come and have a go, if you think you're hard enough. Okay, playtime's over. Now what? Worryingly, I don't have a way to turn around. Very worryingly. Okay, this is very bad. Apotheosis is here. But that's not enough. Because I can't turn around unless I Thunderstrike. And I don't want to Thunderstrike. Oh, God, this is horrible. Ink Bottle will draw, that much is true. It's definitely Apotheosis. And I might hologram the Flash of Steel in the hopes to get something, because that at least lets me turn around and take a lot less damage. But, you know, Glacier also lets me block a lot of damage. I just can't turn around it. Well, no, because I can't hologram Glacier Thunderstrike unless I use my energy potion. And, oh no, that won't let me turn around unless I... No, it won't let me turn around, period. Okay, that's pretty bad. What's the best draw option I have? Buffer! Buffer saves my bacon. Hollow Buffer. Buffer Plus, I'll have you know. Thank you, Buffer Plus. Don't know what I'd do without you. Let's get the super looping going. These guys are still going to hurt me plenty, though, but whatever. Whack! Alright, and those 2 burns at the top, yet again. We love to see it. Self-repair. Sure. Am I going to regret only playing this once? Maybe. Probably. Probably. Oh, I'm definitely going to regret doing that. Should have kept the Frost Orb there to evoke better, because this lands on nothing. Whoops, that was a big mistake. This is getting really bad. Might be speed potion time, just to get as much block out of all of this as possible. And I lost my buffer, didn't I? Yeah, that was a big mistake. Needed the block more than anything else. And there's Aggregate doing a whole lot of not much for me, but, we might have a way out of this. We start by skimming. There's Hologram. Then we hologram the skim. Get some of this garbage out of my hand. Starting with Beam Cell. Following up with Dual Cast. Ugh, man, that blocking is hurting me plenty. Then we skim. Then we amplify Cool-Headed. Then we aggregate for 1,000,000. Alright, now we're back to 6, and we have options. Might not be the world's best options, but they're options. Probably should use my speed potion here. Makes defend, leap, block quite a bit more. And we're going to need that quite a bit more right now. Will we, though? I'm unsure about that. Okay, almost certainly, right? Get a grip. Get that down, get this down. Cold that snap, dual that cast. Suddenly we look like we might survive a thing or two here. I'd love to have Creative Al down. I might actually put down the energy potion just to get creative up. Then I can defend. Yeah, needs must. Get lots and lots of powers down. Oh, hello, hologram. Hologram. Could hologram aggregate. But that would just give me extra energy that I can't put to good use currently, can I? Hollow Leap is actually pretty good. Hollow Cool-Headed is another idea, but it's not the best one. Okay, the fact that all this damage incoming was able to be blocked is nothing short of a miracle, but we didn't advance the fight very well. Oh, right, that's why I'm not getting much block. They're sapping my my stuff. Right, is Amplify still there? No, crumbs. I played Amplify a little early and it didn't get reshuffled. I was hoping to hologram Amplify and buffer, but I can still buffer this hit. No big deal. What's in the Flash of Steel first, though? A burn. Well, of course it's a burn. What's in here? Skim. Skim to win? No, we don't skim to win. Could hollow the skim, but I'm getting a little desperate at that point. Just buffer this shot regardless. This thing needs to die, it just keeps buffing up and my life is getting worse and worse. Probably rebound the hologram. I can see hologram being put to a lot of good use next turn. Because what is next turn? Glacier would... Oh, hang on. Trying to think of a way to amplify that buffer next turn, but it's probably just better to use it now. What do we even want here? Something free, ideally. Flash of Steel is free, but it'll draw the other card instead. Let's get Meme Cell dead. Oh, crap. Damn you! Damn you, ink bottle. How could you do this to me? Oh well. It hurts. It continues to hurt. Well, with a bit of luck, we can kill Spire Spear. Might be more than a bit of luck. Can I kill you? Ball Lightning does 16, this does 31, that's insufficient. However, if I amplify Electro Die, I should be able to have you down. What if I amplify Biased Electro Die? On a bit of a ticking timer, but... you are dead. Dead. Getting through that shield just isn't happening, but turning around reduces the damage. Also makes Streamline free line. Glacier gives me better block options going forward. And this thing is going... the looping on this is going to do crazy damage next turn as well. You know what? I think we just smash you. Smash you hard. Okay, bye-bye even more focus, but bye-bye you. Bye-bye baby balloon. Damn, I would love that incense burner set up to 4. 3 or 4. 3 or 4. Can I really handle 3 turns against this guy? Really depends on what I draw, and I could brick and take 60 off of this guy quite easily. 0 isn't great, it's far from great, and I'm on a timer thanks to create Biased Cognition. Stall with Cool-Headed and defends, yeah, that could just go very badly. Machine Learning does help with the draw, though. Even Machine Learning with Hello World would help out, because then we would draw the full amount, right? Yeah. Random commons can still be blocks. If nothing else, not being on 0 is good. But what is very bad is being on 2. Yeah, 2 is unacceptable. But 0 is really bad. Alright, we're going for the stall tactics here. What about this, though? Does that make 2 become too big of a problem? Because he's going to go down pretty far right now. And then if I end up killing him the turn after because of these, that's a huge problem. Too big of a problem to handle. I think I need to make do with this because my incense burner on 2 makes it useless against the heart, and useless is undesirable. Remember your loops. Yeah, he's going to die anyway. Well, whatever. Just get him out of my face. Alright, the Horn Cleat is a magnificent relic to get at this point, and the Vulnerable Potion probably won't do much, but it's there. None of these are what we're looking for right now. Certainly not Chaos, so skip. And now, although we have full health and going to the heart, I feel very, very poor about my shots. I rate my odds at about 10%. But let's give it our all. Panacea for Artifact is a magnificent way to start. Normally we wanted Artifact to block the focus down effect from Hyper Beam, but now it can block the vulnerable from the heart, which is the primo reason I think we're going to die early. If we don't eat that, we're in a much better position. Let's go. Auto shields. This is awful. There's no setup. And I didn't set up my ink bottle either for draw. That's on me. This is just auto shields Panacea cry. A lot of crying, actually. I guess I'll just play everything to increment ink bottle a bit more and do paltry damage. Not going to play boot sequence just to draw. That's a waste of a good boot sequence. We can always hollow to this. Although being frail, it's only going to block for, what, 9 or so? Sad. But life is sad. Let's go. But yeah, not being... Oh, of course we don't get frail because of turnip. This might go better than expected. But it might also go like poop. This ink bottle is going to have to do some exceedingly heavy lifting right now. Aggregate might not even be worth playing, depending on what's in Sweeping Beam. But I will play it regardless. Just in case this goes... Oh, of course. Okay, well, this is very, very bad. Am I willing to take 6 damage to play these 3 powers? The answer is yes. Terrible, terrible start. Ow. And it's not getting much or even any better. She's looking bad, Captain. She's looking unfathomably bad. No static discharge for this either. Ouch. Apotheosis? We probably won't even survive to get to our beloved, Yeah, come on, what, creative AI? Apotheosis? Static discharge? Terrible chat. Saving grace is that there's still a hologram there, so I could bring back Amplify if needed, but this is looking unbelievably dire. If nothing else, I have my 3 loops in play, but we need a lot more than 3. I think I'm going to rebound the Glacier just to give myself a fighting chance to defend. If only we'd kept Claw. Baron knows it all. Can't rebound this hologram either, it'll fizzle out. Not going to play Ball Lightning. Hollow Skim was an idea. Ah, there's Apotheosis. But I think it's too little and much too late. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Can I afford the static discharge? 4, 4, 4, 12, so I'm blocking 50. I can just barely afford that. Thank you, please. Static discharge now does nothing. Oh, God, this is annoying. This is the perfect static discharge setup. I am intangible against the 1/15. But if I take that damage, I die, so... bleh. Terrible, chat. Terrible. Okay, well, it's certainly hologram, amplify creative AI, and self-repair. Well, I don't even want to amplify the self-repair, really. I just want it out of my deck. But yes, I do think it is that. Although I want that buffer. Can I draw that buffer? Yes, I can draw it with cool-headed, so it's... Okay, alright, we might not be done just yet. My meat ain't completely smoked. No, not at all. Right, amplify. Amplify creative AI. Amplify buffer. Oh, I can't do cool-headed, but that's still okay. Right? That was the right thing to do, surely. Now we got 4 levels of block, but the problem is we've already used our lovely incense burner against his multi-hit. The looping of the frost helps, but I need better things, like this buffer. And that skim. Probably skim first. Yeah, this is why I wanted self-repair out of my deck. It's going to keep showing up unannounced and unwanted. Just get it out of my face for now. Let's see what's in the sleeping beam first. Yeah, as if. Okay, you get out of my face. That's still not amplify. I should probably get buffer down anyway. Notice that I'm not dealing damage, and I'm not really getting myself set up for defending against things like this. Terrible. Okay, I can draw one, at least. Is aggregate going to help or hinder? 10 block, 2 frosts, capacitor. Yeah, I might just be boned here. Either way, I need to play 3 cards, so I might as well play the 3 that matter. I need to evoke these for the extra block. Oh yeah, you're right. I've got a ton of buffers. Why even bother with the blocking? All right, great. That tells me use capacitor before Glacier then. I'm gonna be gutted if that draws you know what, but it didn't. Yeah, Hello World might bring back Claw and save us. There's a lot of things Hello World could do for us. What's happening next turn? We get hit by the multi-hit. Multi-hit says I need ungodly amounts of block. That's what dual cast, cool-headed, hologramming something. Yeah, all of that is good, so... just play a card or 2. Yeah, we almost block it anyway, but thank you, 5 buffers. Now 4 buffers. Oh, golly gosh. Right. Amplify that capacitor and bring me all of the frost. Okay. Well, there's boot sequence at least. Gonna need the extra block right about now. This isn't enough though, is it? No, far from it. It's nowhere near enough block for this. I have no way of weakening him. Not enough buffers in the world to save me from this. There's dual cast and defend for sure. We don't draw that anyway. Yeah, Hollowing Glacier won't give me enough block. It'll give me 10 and 2 more of these things. There's not a power that can save me either. Electro Die won't do it. What could, if anything, do it? Hollow Skim, and then Skim draws good things, including Hologram again. I think that's the only way forward. 4 buffers and 30 block, you survive, but it messes up the future. Well, surviving is all I need right now. You sure it's 4 buffer and 30 block? That doesn't sound right. Remember, this is 15 hits of 6, not 6 hits of 15. One of us got that the wrong way around, I'm sure. Might be me, though. Don't worry, I read it wrong often. I think I have to hologram the skim and pray because I don't think glacier is enough. Glacier's 10. A couple more of these 4s. Yeah, with 4 of those blocked, it's 11.6, so it's 66. So I need to block about 66. Well, no, I need to block 57. What am I currently blocking? 24. I made 34, 30, yeah, hologramming Glacier is not the winning strategy here, although I have boot sequence as well. Let's not forget about boot. Hollow Skim doesn't give me the energy to do anything either, though, unless I miraculously get Aggregate, and I don't think that'll be happening. Oh yeah, Discharge. Static Discharge will actually save me here by evoking the Frosts when I take damage. So that's actually quite good. That might actually speak towards hologramming Glacier. Yeah, I hadn't considered that, but that will help immensely. Well, it'll help a little bit. Not actually sure, and I'm not sure I want to run the numbers either. But Glacier might be my best bet. Certainly more block than leap. Alright, well, let's find out, shall we? Bring it on! Ah! If I ran the numbers, I could have tried something else. But yeah, that already was not a very promising run into the heart, but the draw order was criminal. Yeah, the first 2 or 3 turns, pretty much nothing happened, all the good stuff at the bottom. I'm not blaming the death on the draw, of course. We should have made a better deck, but this run really staggered forward. And like I said, it's too slow. You cannot afford to be that slow on A20. If you win with a deck like that, it's the enemy's failing, not you winning. That was not meant to be. But we tried. I do always like to give it my all. I never just throw a run away. Yeah, deck was too fat, didn't focus on anything. Part of that because I wasn't really offered stuff that focused on one thing. I was like, ooh, I can do physical damage. Look, I've got Streamline and Hyper Beam, but ooh, then I'm offered Loop and more Loop and more Loop. And I can make some Frost, and I've got Data Disc. Oh, but then I get Shuriken. Letter Opener says play more skills. Just pulled in too many directions. You do need to focus on something. And focus is one thing we lacked. Did we have even a single card that gave focus? I would say no, we did not. Not only that, we weren't even offered a card that did focus. What about Consume? I swear I saw Consume at one point. Yes, Consume with no capacitor, though, and no way to get my orbs back. Not really a good option. Yeah, relying on Creative AI and its randomness to scale, and with Creative AI bottom decked or near about, that wasn't going to happen. Point is, you failed, Defect.